Hello, welcome to the Dragon Show. This is Dragon Fair Together. I'm Zanny. This is Alkali.
I'm not here.
And it's Sunday brunch. Whee!
Good morning, everyone. I'm feeling fat and or sassy. It's time for brunch.
We're trying some new things. Different camera to get a little faster frame rate and some other fancy things. So hopefully y'all like. I know there's some weird shimmer on his mic, and I mean,
My microphone is so glorious.
It's quite
that
glorious.
the camera cannot capture its beauty and therefore must start to blur it like the faces on cops.
Yeah. Like the faces, you bastard. You're dating us. You're very much dating us right now. They don't give cops on TV. They don't show that. Oh, wow. 26 people starting with us. Thank you so much for being here.
Holy shit.
It's a nice brunch on a Sunday.
It is Sunday brunch, which means how do you start Sunday brunch?
Drinking coffee. That's what I'm doing.
Incorrect.
Okay.
It is Sunday brunch.
Oh.
Sunday brunch was the meal of moms. Moms who have been working all week. They just can't take it anymore, and it's time. Let's get drunk.
Let's get drunk.
We're going to show everyone two things right off the bat here. That is how to make a mimosa, which is fairly straightforward, and how to open a bottle of champagne, which is deadly.
Oh, dear.
Deadly. Bottle of champagne. Weird thing around the cork that I've never seen before, but that doesn't matter.
Ooh.
For all you need is a common dish towel, like a magic trick.
Common dish towel?
You take off this protective thing, which does not come off. Then you give up, and you break the bottle over the table. Are you ready? What is this thing?
What
There's a clasp. Why is there a clasp?
Look,
I will break it with the
It's
pen.
got a thong and wanted to be classy in
Karen
case
Lee, come here.
anything happens.
This is horrible.
Oh, you did not predict
Literally cannot get the you've got nails. You need to try to
Okay.
get that part off.
the metal part?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
It's like, yes. Yeah, no, pulling does not help. You got to pull from the side. It's got little lips. You got to pull away. Like, get the lips,
Oh, it's
Zanny,
got
get the
little
lips.
lips,
It's
huh?
got little lips. Get the lips, not your... Sudir says not nails. They're bad nails. They haven't...
Where's the latch? I don't see.
You
what
got to
the
you
fuck?
just pull it away. Like,
out that way?
Yeah,
Okay,
out that
okay.
way. Come on, strong dragons. Strong dragon.
Oh my God.
Strong dragon.
Oh, turn it toward me a little
Turn
bit
it towards
more.
you.
Jesus
Strong
Christ.
dragon. How many idiots does it take to open a bottle of bubbly?
This is really tough.
I know.
I can't do it. It's really. Oh.
It moves, so we know that.
Well, I'm glad they stapled our.
Go get me a screwdriver.
I can do this.
We're gonna get a screw. To open champagne, the only tools you need is a dish towel and a screwdriver. Flathead preferable.
Also, I hope you enjoy our beach house for now. This is our humble abode,
A
and
retirement community.
just like, and as you can see, just like in real life, always looming in the background, there's Jesus. So you can't escape. You can't escape.
How did I not notice that was on there?
You cannot escape Jesus. All right. I'll get you a screwdriver.
Screwdriver. Because, we're not making screwdrivers, though. Do not get confused. This is not the recipe for screwdrivers. This is the recipe for mimosas.
All right.
Daddy Cupcake, do not judge our way of opening champagne.
How are housewives supposed to do this?
Easy. They just know.
We got this as well.
That's a flathead.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That's all it takes.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Dad's opening the champagne.
All right.
now.
That is the weirdest. I've never seen that before. See, now I'm worried that this was on there because this bottle is so pressurized. How to open a bottle of champagne. Take two.
Well, like,
Put
yeah.
the towel over the champagne so that way if you fuck everything up, the cork doesn't just go flying and murder everyone.
I'm scared.
I'm still trying to get this stupid thing
Oh,
off.
my God.
More screwdrivers.
Yes, we need quiche, too. I agree.
We had...
Whoa! See, they could see that in beautiful higher frame rate.
We're doing great.
Dad Kali's got it with the screwdriver. That's
We got
right.
yes,
Oh,
always
Jesus
open
Christ.
champagne with a screwdriver. Put the towel over the champagne. Why are we doing that? Because if you've never seen Dumb and Dumber, you can kill birds with champagne. And that way, when you go, the towel will always grab the cork and will never fly off into the distance, murdering your friends and family.
Such a restrained pup.
Such a restrained pup.
Just like me now. Anyway.
Step 2 is the proper glassware, and as the Dragon Show, we do not have that. We have not purchased champagne flutes yet, mainly because certain members of the Dragon Show have the tendency to break fragile glassware.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So our last 2 glasses are whatever these were. The reason they are not broken, I found them in the back of our pantry. I don't think they have ever been used.
Oh,
Yeah, new
fancy.
glasses. See?
Ooh.
See, you don't need to buy things to have new stuff. You just need to have very bad short-term memory. Fill the glass. We go. It's pink.
Ooh, what the fuck?
It has floaties.
I mean, what the fuck?
It's a pink champagne. All right, we got a
With
pink
floaties?
champagne. The floaty was from the.
Okay. That means it's more authentic.
It's super authentic. Floaty. If floaty means power.
You can really taste the Italian feet in there.
And then finish it off with some fine OJ. We do half and half. I think half and half is pretty good for a mimosa. Half champagne, half OJ. I've seen people do quarter. I've seen people do a splash. I've seen people do a splash of OJ. I've done a splash of OJ.
Who hasn't done a splash of OJ? They get you started early with that splash of OJ.
Oh,
you know.
yeah, you gotta start your day the gateway.
First hit's free. Oh, I'm right-handed now. I have to be.
Happy brunch.
Happy brunch. Happy brunch, everyone.
Happy brunch, everyone.
I'm so used to looking up there. I'm so sorry. Like to Jesus. He's over there.
Toast. All
Toast.
right. Nikolai,
Oh,
of course, the traditional Chicago toast.
Okay.
Here's to you. Here's to me. Forever friends, we shall be. And if we ever disagree, fuck you. Here's to me.
Now, I also heard the way we have to do it. Was it? How do they say in French? What's that?
We.
And you have to look each other in the eye. I did not know there was a spell.
Zoomy, zoom. That's French.
Well, that's just, no, you just don't just say the whole zoomy,
Zoom.
Look in my eyes.
Look into the eyes.
So, apparently in Canada, people brunch like the Klingons die. It doesn't count unless you look at each other in the eyes.
That's how it works.
We should be like,
Learn tradition.
that's Klingon brunch. Dink, da.
All right, fine.
Right?
Later in our show, we will do a Klingon brunch where we fight each other to the death over mimosas and bacon.
These are the things that happen.
Wait, what do you have, QQH? Vernos? I think QQH is making up drinks again.
We wanted to do something right away. Do you want to go do that yet, or?
That's a good way to a good
I
transition.
know I'm
Zanny.
not good at.
Great transition, Zanny.
I didn't know if you remembered. I was scared because like we're just going and that's cool. I love mimosas. This is.
You try to ease them into it like a latex gimp suit.
When's the first time you had a mimosa?
Oh wow! First time I had a mimosa.
Were you underage?
I stole champagne at a party with my parents and then drank orange juice, so I made a mimosa in my tummy.
God damn it! You just shake it around. Like mimosa. I'm a mimosa.
Nikolai's Tiger is having their first mimosa today.
Hell yeah! See what you've done. You're making people drink.
That's right. I am making you drink.
Yes, a little bit of champagne. It's gonna wreck you.
It's actually funny. So I went over this morning to get the champagne for the toast.
Wait, Frozen Stream? Really?
That's only one line. No one else is saying it.
Okay.
So
yeah, you were okay.
I went out this morning to get the champagne for this, and arriving at Binny's, I gave them the same news that I give to you because apparently I didn't realize this. I know like everyone who works at Binny's at this point, which is both awesome and awkward because they're all like, "Oh, look, Dan's here," and they also the moment you're like, "Man, that guy must be a drunk." So that's fun. Well, they gave me the store discount. This is store discounted champagne. Oh,
Explains a lot.
it doesn't it? Store discounted champagne.
Get the staple champagne.
This is that's why it's red
now.
It wasn't red when it started.
Is that the one we killed the guy with? Yeah, that's champagne. That's why it's red.
When the blood of your enemies is so tasty that you want it for Sunday morning brunch, try a mimosa. So, some shit went down this week, and that's why we're having Sunday morning brunch with y'all. I was at a convention, the wonderful MCFC. It was awesome. What a great convention with some of the kindest and most loving people who were all so overly concerned. And thank you all so much for giving me a weekend with the support structure that I needed around me. Because while I was at MCFC, I was going from one panel to another across the expanse, which is the MCFC universe, which is a pseudo maze, if you will. You're walking past elevators, down hallways, across large atriums, and finally ending up at the top of a stairway, surrounded by furries, and looking at my phone and realizing I had like 10 missed calls, all from different people at work. What had happened was the day before, that was the, I believe, because we found out on the Friday, right? The day before is my technical last day of work for the week, Thursday. So Thursday night, I left early so I could go to the convention. And because I left early, the calls that arrived at the desk that were trying to catch me at the end of my shift missed me. Because, you know, when you do something like this, you do it at the end of somebody's week. So if they want to go postal, well, they've got the weekend to go postal in their own homes.
Oh, my God.
So they missed me at work on Thursday. They assumed that I would get the messages and call them, but I was going to a con. I didn't touch my phone other than Google Maps and YouTube Music for the drive. I get to the hotel, and Friday morning it starts. Because now everyone's back at work, and management is calling me. And my boss's boss called my cell phone and left me a message, and I knew something was wrong. So did I call management? No. Did I call my boss? No. Did I call my buddy at the desk to find out what is going on? Yes, I absolutely did, because we are such good friends. I knew that no matter how bad it was, they could soften the blow of what was about to happen. Did I lose my vacation time? Am I going back to the office now? I was fired while at MCFC in the hallway. Found out by my friend who works at the desk with me, literally crying in the hall with them. As we find out that due to, and this is only one of many reasons that they are lying about, due to the fact that I told them no, I am keeping my days off for MCFC, which they had already taken away my days off for the weekend before for FE. They had already canceled vacation time, had me working 12-hour days. After all that, when I put my foot down and said no, I am taking my 2 days off for MCFC after working a literal stint of 3 weeks in a row, 12 to 14-hour days. They fired me for demanding my days off. So, the takeaway from this is I didn't tell Zanny right away because I was in the hallway on my way to a panel, actually, Status the Ferret's questions panel, which was very fun, Status. Thank you for that. So I didn't say anything to Zanny. Well, MCFC, the rumor mill was working overtime, but because I took that call in the hallway, Zanny found out in the 45 minutes it took me to finish the panel. Yeah. In fact, most of the convention knew within about 45 minutes.
I get a message from someone else that's like, oh, there's con news. No one's dead. I'm like, what? And you left in a huff, and I was like, this could be related.
This could be related.
But just unless you killed someone, then it would be con related. I was so confused, and I guess people overheard. I couldn't believe it, and I really didn't know for sure until you told me. I knew something was up, And then, obviously, that doesn't seem legal. That's what I said. There's a lot about this that doesn't
There's-
seem legal.
There's a lot going on right now. There was a lot going on.
It just doesn't like you said. You were doing 12-hour stints and all this shit. It's so fucking stupid. Anyway, so
before we even go on, thank you. I do apologize. I'm
Yes,
not
I got
wearing
you.
my Glasses.
I can make it bigger, maybe.
I'll just put on the glasses.
All right, hold on. It disappeared.
Eye problems. I'm saying.
Oh, it's okay.
Just go back to it. Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
I can bring it down to you. Does that
Thank you to Mecco Bear, Head Foxin. Give me that.
Okay, then scroll up.
Weather
There you go.
Fox, Tekel, Kahari, and more. Oh, more. Thank you. Guys, thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you for the bits.
Thank you for the bits.
So, yeah, that happened. We'll add a thank you, Goblin Brownies. Oh, my God. So, just so you guys.
Oh my God! Thank you.
Thank you, Cupcake.
Thank you so much. It's been.
So this week, I have been experiencing life away from my job. And, wow, what a difference.
Blockbuster video.
Wow, oh my God, there's a train. What the hell is going on?
Hype train.
What is that? I've seen these before.
I like trains.
Guys.
I like trains. Thank you so much. Seriously.
So,
Make the fair cry. It's all good.
So this week, we had a very tough question. We needed to figure out what we're going to do. And I've always hated, and I genuinely mean hated, the fact that I never tried to do this.
Yeah.
So this is the announcement just for our Drag It Show fans, for everyone on this stream. We are letting you know a week early that next week we are going to be having a very big stream. We're going to have some of our friends on. It'll be another Sunday morning brunch, it looks like. Keep your eye on our Twitter for more information. We will have a much better idea. We'll have a much better idea in a day or two. We will be announcing the restarting of our Patreon, and we are going to try to do this stream, to do the Drag It Show and its ilk full time for a little while.
And oh,
you fucks.
and just to let you know, the Patreon is still up as is. We are going to be announcing
Everything is changing on the Patreon. Once we go live on the next week, everything is changing.
So like the levels are like, we're not changing too much, but there will be very fun, especially for y'all to interact with us on the streams and stuff like that. And yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
See, you're loved.
So yeah, that's what's happening. That's what's. Hello, Xano. Welcome to the chat. So this week we have two more announcements before we just get to the show. This week we have a schedule. We're going to attempt a schedule for Sundays are going to be Sunday morning brunch with the Drag It Show.
Hopefully
Welcome
this time.
to brunch around this time every week. You'll see more as we get into it, what we're doing. Monday is going to be multiplayer Mondays. Come on in, join us in a game. We're going to have a Discord chat going where all of you will be able to be a part of the show. After that, we're going to take a day breather and come back on Wednesday. Oh, God. That's right, it's going to be Heroic Hump Day. Heroic Hump Day is our single-player video games where we play games such as Disco Elysium and the like. Games that the audience... I keep looking where the camera used to be and forgetting the camera's in front of me now.
I know, I'm sorry.
Wednesday, we will be doing... oh, boy. We'll be doing Heroic Hump Day Wednesdays, where we play one of our solo video games, usually a video game that all of you would be able to interact with. If you haven't seen Disco Elysium yet, you get to vote on our choices. Games like that will be... Yes, Heroic Humping. Thank you, Biggest Dinkus. Heroic Hump Day.
I mean, we can figure it out. I'm sure there's an adventure game where we can get our Pro tagline.
And finally, we have, of course, our Thursday stream.
Do you want me to say it?
Yes.
Billiards but Thursday.
Billiards but Thursday it is.
Because we had all the other alliteration. Why fuck it up then?
Why not?
It's Billiards but Thursday. We play pool for your enjoyment and knock the balls around.
And we will be starting more and more. Each stream will have its own little thing that we do. Stay tuned for all of the nonsense that we will be doing. And to keep your eye on our Telegram and Twitter for the announcement on next weekend's stream. And before we do our next announcement, just Billiards for Thursday, Cupcake. Leave us alone.
No humping on Twitch.
No humping on Twitch. We can smoke on here. We can't hump.
Twitch after dark.
But we're here with only our fans.
That's on the only. That's what only. I see what you did there.
Thank you.
Morning. It's morning. I'm waking up.
We are waking up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dear God, guys. Dear God.
Should I mention the one that we're going to be releasing?
Go ahead.
Okay. So hopefully this works. Hopefully you still hear us. All right.
Champagne.
Here is the big thank you. All right. You can take it hear us still. Hooray.
We want to thank our Patreons, Tobotter, Dragor, Mama T, Nikolai, Dayad Wolfar, Dr. Larks, Erner, Gray Fox, and Regda Shukenflash, Status the Ferret, Tezcat Magic Jag, Antares Vulpus, Deadly Kitten, Eddie the Weather Fox, Fluff, Quixum Method Help.
Cuxum Mephidida.
Thank you. Cuxum Mephidida, Head Fox and Coda Masters, New Dark Cloud, Seal, Silver Godamon, White Shadow Hair, Xendiv, and then the ones behind the camera. Read them, please.
Celeste, Flat Fax, Macau, QM, Viju, and Willie. And in the middle is Strike a Pose, which this will be our new level. So here's the deal. As you can see, we have our pictures there. I made that as an example. I actually did this one without Alkali's black feet, which I'm sorry, so sorry. I can replace it.
Okay.
I have the version. We can do it right now.
No, not right now.
Oh, come on. You love to do it live.
We're not doing it live.
It could crash everything. It's your favorite.
We'll break everything. No, break everything.
I mean, I might have almost said that, but yes, I tried not to. Let's see if I can replace Alkali with his proper socks.
Oh my God!
This is exciting.
This is not how anything.
This is
works.
exciting.
What are you doing?
Come on, we can do this.
Oh my God,
we have the technology.
Can they see our folders that you're going
I don't
through?
think so.
Because that's porn.
Oh, I don't have your socks.
We do not need socks right now.
Your
I'm wearing socks in
beautiful.
real life.
Okay, it's fine. I don't have your beautiful black.
If you
feet.
wear socks in real life, you wear it in art.
So here's the deal. As you can see, there's question marks behind us because why not? So for the $40 level, you can join us. I will draw you, and we will put you at the end of our streams with us, and you also get the art. So you can use that for a badge. You can use it for your icon. You can, all that kind of stuff.
Boozy's here. Good morning, Boozy.
Porn. I mean, everything's porn if you believe. Sorry for the fizz as well, fizzy. We have a fizzy cherry camera.
Fizzy cherry camera.
We got that's our new fizzy cherry camera. So
that is the only level we will be announcing this weekend. Everything else will be updated and changed next weekend, but the $40 level is a monthly art level here to stay. And obviously, again, you will be the art will be posted monthly on this very cast and stay there on that splash screen.
And obviously, that'll be my priority to get those out. I'll also be doing. Just pay attention to where I post. I'll be doing YCHs and stuff like that too. But yes, definitely gonna get these done first with the Patreons first, so that we can put you at the end of our videos and streams, and we're all gonna be fun. It's gonna be good.
So yeah, that's been our week. So for everyone who's been trying to get a hold of me, who did know the news and wondering, that's what's been going on. We have been working our asses off to make today happen, and then we're going to work our asses off again to make next week happen, and then we are going to slowly die in a fire, as is tradition.
Yes, die in a fire. That's the Alkali way.
Die in a fire. It's
all or nothing, baby. That's my boyfriend. This one, just like It's like you're so used to like I should be somewhere. Oh my god, I'm doing a thing, and we've been setting up for this. Like he's always on edge already, so he's used to being on edge, and you're just like, yes, it's been interesting, and thank you all for coming out. Seriously, this is amazing. 55 are with us right now. Holy shit. You make the ferret cry, which is always a good thing.
You guys are so awesome. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Boozy, I love that you are watching us from the tub. I don't think there is any better Sunday morning brunch than being able to view it from the tub. That's kind of amazing. And to everyone else who's joining us for mid-morning mimosas, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Tub brunch. Hey, yo.
Yeah, it's been a little terrifying. It's strange to, and now that I'm done with my job, we can tell so many more work-related stories. So many more because so Sunday morning brunch is very funny to me, and in fact, I expect to see one of my coworkers show up in here at any time because Sunday mornings were our nightmare. You have to understand there is only one day during the week where all markets universally are closed, and that's Saturday. And one of the reasons for that is because a closed market is still moving as far as the theoretical value. Things still happen on Saturday, and those things can affect any number of markets, and those markets can affect any other number of markets, which then leads to the Sunday morning slam.
Hot.
So, thank you. So my normal Sunday morning was waking up at 10 a.m., logging onto the work computer by 11 a.m., getting done with all of my emails before noon, getting into the car, being at the office by 1 p.m., getting the desk set up by 3 p.m., going absolutely batshit crazy, doing the last things before 4:30 p.m., and then having half an hour to be totally ready for the open, which was sheer madness, a cacophony of craziness that was every Sunday, and that was a normal Sunday. Now add in
Not Harry Potter and the cacophony of craziness.
Harry Potter and the cacophony of craziness. Well, now add in the fact that we have a global war looming, the fact that we had a Cheeto in as president, and that gives you an idea of what my Sundays were like. Madness. So when I told my coworker, my ex-coworker, that yes, one of my plans is Sunday morning, we're going to sit here with mimosas and do a podcast with a bunch of our friends, literally sent me back a picture of him with the middle finger. Just like, all right, I think I'm solving life here. I think I'm figuring it out.
They're so jelly.
They are genuinely jelly.
Oh, of course.
It's right, Nisbet.
I'm sure this isn't a surprise to any of you. I hate that this happened. You know, obviously, you did not deserve this, but we all knew some shit like this was possible just because of the stuff that you would tell me all the time. Just like, what the hell? And then, well, you already told me how many people are pissed that, like, you know, that the decisions have been made that didn't have all the information, obviously, and a lot of your clients are pissed. So
my clients being pissed is one thing. I've already gotten a few snail mails because, you know, my clients are older. I've literally gotten letters telling me not only to come back, but hey, why don't you take this job? Like literally, like, oh, I'm like, oh, thanks, but I'm actually going to do something that all of you would consider crazy, which they do. But hands down, my favorite right now is apparently. I think a lot of you know this. I do the charity auctions at a lot of the conventions, and the always unbelievable Goldie. Goldie makes art edits of me to be sold at the charity auction. Oh my God! Thank you, Pandas. Thank you, James. Thank you. Thank you, Gruff. Sorry, I should just keep my glasses on at this point.
Want to try and make it bigger?
No, I'm just not wearing my glasses.
Big
like
sip.
An idiot. Big sip.
Call him big.
So, quite some time ago, they managed to get a hold of one of these pictures. It is my face on the cover of a model from GQ magazine, and all the things have been edited like talking about the furry fandom in Alkali, and they got this poster and they put it up at work. You know, thinking like, oh, we got Dan, he's going to come in and be so embarrassed. And I'm like, oh, good, you guys got one of the good ones. You didn't get me as Marilyn Monroe or me wearing 18 bras or whatever the hell Goldie does to these pictures. And it was a good joke. We've had it up forever. So apparently the big boss was walking through. Now, this is after everyone who... Oh, yes, Dragor was a part of that. Thank you, Dragor. Yes, got it to my buddy John, who then got it to work. Well, the big boss came through and had been dealing with phone calls for quite some time about people pissed about me being fired. Not only my clients, but my coworkers. Because remember, this is not my boss firing me. This is not my boss's boss, the guy in charge of trading. This is not my boss's boss's boss, the guy in charge of Chicago. Nope, none of them fired me. I found out that the person who fired me was the goddamn CEO. The order came down from the top saying, nope, get rid of this guy.
The fucking shadow broker?
The shadow broker.
Came down from on high.
Yep.
It's like, I got to get out of my cryogenic chamber and automatic muscle machine to fucking do this
No,
shit.
it's okay. He's cool. He wears jeans around the office. A real people person.
It's okay.
You know, jeans.
He saw a number. That's all you need to see.
Yep.
Obviously. It tells the whole story.
Exactly. They fired me because of a number because at that level, all I am is a number, which understandable, but you don't know me and you fired me. All right. Every broker there, bear in mind, I've been working this career. I've been working in this industry since I was 16 years old. There are people I am working with right now who have known me since I was 16 goddamn years old. They were pissed.
Well, like those who know how heavy they relied on you, especially for the last ungodly years since Dickhead was in the White Office. Like especially with all that shit, with Russia, with Brexit. You had so many crises in the past 4-6 years that you had to deal with. That now they gotta find another fucking. Whatever.
Another schlub.
Yeah, exactly.
They got to find somebody who was okay giving up their entire life for the fact that when I asked for bookended weekends, they would say yes. That's what it came down to. I kept that job forever because they had always lived on the fact it's like, you're doing your furry cons and you need your Thursday and your Sunday off? Well, normally we don't let that, but you're working 12-hour days, so here you go. Like, okay, cool. This is the trade-off. To me, it was worth it. There's nothing that I love more. Genuinely, there's nothing I love more than making money for charity animals. Like, seriously, everything about that, it made me feel good about myself, about what I was doing. It made me feel good about the fact that my career in real life was making rich people richer during crises. It's like, oh, do you have a president that's going to probably bomb everyone and end the world? Well, I made an extra $1,000, so thank you, Dan. Like, not a problem, buddy. Have a great day. I'm going to suck on the barrel of this long cylindrical object. Whee!
That sucks, dude.
Well, apparently, when the manager of Chicago went walking through, knowing that the CEO is going to be coming into the office, I think sometime this next week, they saw the poster of me hanging up on the wall and told them to take it down.
Get this shit.
My buddy Trent, you've all heard about Trent. He didn't say this from the office. Trent works from home. He heard through what we call a squawk box, a permanently on audio device. It's basically a phone that's always on. He heard through the squawk box that they were taking down the poster and started screaming into the squawk box. They couldn't. Now, a squawk box isn't omnidirectional. It's not just to our office. It is how we communicate during the daytime with all the floors in America. The New York Board of Trade, the Chicago Board of Trade, the London Metals Exchange, all of these have a squawk box. So Trent wasn't cursing out somebody to the office. Trent was screaming obscenities into a microphone that went all over the world. And people were confused. But don't worry, Trent took care of it with one giant email to everyone telling them the whole story, which is how London found out that I got fired. And they're more pissed because I was their LME go-to. So, yeah.
Oh, who knew you were doing all these things that they relied on? They took for granted. What a fucking shocker!
Yeah, Trent's amazing.
That was like their whole business model. Like they just run you all ragged and not care. And I'm shocked that they. I don't know. I'll be shocked if they are able to keep the shit going. Obviously, they have a lot of money, but you know this better than I do. I just doesn't make any sense.
What it comes down to, Skylar, I don't have it, but let me see if I can get it from Trent. I'm sure he'll send it to me.
Yeah, so you have to type it in patreon.com /Dragon Show. Sorry about that.
We'll fix that for next time.
Yeah.
Where's our notepad? Here we go. Sorry, we're actually keeping notes now of shit we need to do.
Yeah, sorry about that. I've been trying to figure out. Oh, the link down below might be wrong. Maybe that's what's going on. But donations don't show up. Oh shit. Yeah, I got.
Donations don't show up.
Oh well, let me
hold on. Are we not seeing when they're giving us
on Patreon?
If you do donate, please put it on the chat and feel free to put it on more than once until I see it.
Yeah, sorry. I will.
Yeah, Boozy. International goddamn event. So it's funny, the joke in the office was they couldn't understand why I would pick a ferret for my fursona. They all thought that I should be a horse. And before Pepper gets on here and starts singing the song, no, it's not that. They always, because of some dickbag that we hired for about a month and then fired because he was worthless, tried to insult me by saying that when he took over the desk, don't worry, there'd be a place for everyone. Even Dan, he's such a workhorse. And the reaction around the office was like, yeah, he is. What the fuck did that mean? So from that day, like, we kind of took it on our own and owned it because that's like, I didn't do the more complicated work. That was Tom's job.
Okay.
I sat there and I did day-to-day operations every day. And that's why all this happened. I was the guy who had to enter most of the orders. I had to put everything into the live market because that's what I do. And yeah, I was the workhorse of the office.
Hold on.
So
I'm going to get my phone so we can get the Patreon updates.
Thank you. Okay, we have an answer to the Patreon updates. Very sorry about all that. It just slipped our mind. We're going to be learning. We're so sorry, everyone. Thank you, Moore. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Pandas Pet Plus 5. Thank you. Hold on.
Oh, thank you, Duz.
I'm going to get all of these.
Nikolai says PayPal.
Oh, PayPal.
PayPal.
I'm sorry. Oh, God.
Peter, I was a good broker. Not no more. Zanny's going to figure out the PayPal thing. Thank you for the heads up. Again,
Thank you.
we're learning this. We're going to learn quickly, but we are behind the 8 ball here.
Yeah.
Pool.
We kind of. I was up till ass o'clock last night. I'm not gonna lie. I got a couple hours of sleep and was figuring out a few of these things because our regular camera was giving us a lower frame rate, and that was weird. So we went to our fancy new camera. So I figured that was better than making us look like Max Headroom at the beach.
Hold on. I think if Max Headroom went on vacation, he would absolutely go to the beach. That salt water does great things for his processor.
Tell you, so we'll do 80s brunch next time. We'll put like
80s brunch.
80s. If we still have the 15 frames a second, we'll just do it.
We'll do 80s, yeah, because
80s
in the
brunch.
80s, I remember a lot of podcasts were at 15 frames a second.
And they had metal hair, just like my family does, because they still use all the gel.
Oh my God.
I do it every once. It's a thing. It's like, yes, I must go back to my roots. Do the Patrick Bateman bullshit.
I don't like using gel until
American
you use so much
Psycho.
of it that your head it moves as one.
Oh, you don't like that?
One hair and the whole thing moves. Then that's the proper amount of gel.
Okay. That's all right.
Turbo brunch. How about taco brunch? I want tacos.
Oh, tacos.
So yeah, that's our initial announcement just to you guys. We're going to be going over a lot of this stuff again next week. Oh my God. But
yeah, we have a lot of.
Yeah, that's what happened. So to everyone who's been trying to get a hold of me, that's why I haven't been responding much. We've been trying to figure this out and see if it's feasible.
The one thing I've been trying to figure out is they were calling you Dad Kalai, and everyone's calling me Auntie Zanny. So I don't know how that works exactly.
I think I know.
How's that
I think
work?
I figured it out. So, first off, you're Auntie Zanny.
Yeah.
I think you went behind my back and married Kage. We all knew this would happen.
What?
We all
No.
knew this would happen. You were in Canada alone with Uncle Kage.
Thank you.
And other
Oh
friends.
my God, we got another Patreon pledge. Thank you.
Guys, thank you.
Sorry.
Benstro, taco brunch, whenever we did. I'm unemployed now. Every day is brunch day. Cupcake, I can't be Uncle Alkali. Kage is already Uncle Kage. Uncle Alkali doesn't work.
Uncle Lie. Uncle
Uncle
Lie.
Lie.
Uncle Lie. I like it. Okay. What?
Status got it. Dad Kalai, Auntie Zanny, and the Dragon Show love child. Our family tree is a Venn diagram, which is just a circle.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I am not a robot, PayPal.
Rock and Roll Dragon, I have not gotten to the point yet where I'm still not looking at the market every day because that was my job for the longest time. And every time I see a big move, I chuckle now.
Every time I get these mountains or hills tests, I fail. Like, a robot could do that shit better than me, and that's supposed to keep out the robots.
It's not
I
supposed to
hate
keep out the
those.
robots. It's teaching the
like-
robots. That's why we're doing these.
They're like, find the boat. And I'm like, that's technically a boat. Could be a boat. Car can be a boat. We all both know that.
That's true. That's true.
Car can be a boat.
Thank you, Pandas.
Oh, my God.
Oh, thank you, Pandas. I just saw that. Pandas cheered. You rock,
Thank
dude.
you, Pandas.
You could figure out what was going on with those stupid are you or are you not a robot things the moment self-driving cars started to be a thing, and all of them switched to, can you find the traffic lights?
Oh.
Like, we're just teaching robots. That is what we are doing. Go work more.
What
More
did it say?
says, time for us to start streaming together a lot more often.
Oh,
Oh, kitty. Nice pause. Hold on. Was Capacha invented in Pittsburgh? Really? Kage!
oh my God.
Kage, we got some splaining to do.
Thank you, whoever you are, SS. Should I say their name? Or I don't know if they want to use your real name.
Yeah, let's not use the real name. I think that's somebody.
They gave a.
Nikolai. It's Nikolai.
Thank you so much, Nikolai. Oh my God, we just saw your
Nikolai. That's.
Can I say?
Nikolai has generously donated $100
Thank
to
you.
the Dragon Show.
Thank you so much.
Dude, that's gonna go. Well, we got to get new champagne flutes.
Ah,
if we're
new
gonna do this more often.
Yes.
What happened to? Why is your glass so full, Dragon? Why is your glass so full? Nikolai, you're
I must be
amazing.
wanting my morning smoothie, which incorporates weed, kale, chia seeds, and weed. That'll be the morning pairing. I'm waiting for Cheryl to fuck it up. Right? You know, that needs to be the brunch thing. That's like, yes, mimosas, pancakes, and weed. Right?
I mean, honestly. So, obviously, with a little bit more free time, go ahead.
Here's a challenge for everyone. What weed item is appropriate for brunch? You know
What
I'm saying?
weed item is appropriate?
Well, like,
for
how do you
brunch?
make? Yeah,
weed
how do you
banana bread with can of butter on top,
in the
and
shape of a weed leaf?
some whipped weed whipped cream.
Weed whip.
All of those work. Milk is fat, so milk has fat solids in it. You can infuse milk with weed, meaning you can make weed whipped cream. Fucking, I've made weed banana bread. We can make some can of butter, very light weed content, so that can be spread on the banana bread. Coffee, that's just normal. Don't fuck with your coffee. Don't fuck with my coffee. And of course, Boozy's had it here once before. The world's most decadent fucking French toast, which the batter for that goes in to get absorbed into it is also fat-based, which means that could absorb weed. We could have a full weed smorgasbord, if you will.
Oh dear, it's gonna happen. You could do it in Vegas. Like, that is
Vegas.
the best place to do that. Do that shit in Vegas where all the brunches are. You have your themed. you have your themed brunch, you will get all the potheads to come over, just on a constant drip of reggae in the background. Dang. And if it's like, you know, a reggae band that's not cool with the gay peoples, because not all are, you can just take some what do you call it? Oh, electro swing, slow it down to double speed. That is basically reggae. I swear, because electro swing is double speed fucking reggae. It's like electro swing's like dang 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 dang, and then reggae is like dang dang dang. It's got that. This is Annie talking about music too much, but I'm so sorry.
Boozy says, you know what the French water sports enthusiast favorite marijuana is?
What's that?
Weed.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
And I saw somebody come in. First time chat.
Thank you.
That Starburr. Hello, that Starburr. What's the best hard drink for any occasion? The best hard drink for any occasion. That one's tough. I mean, I'd go with tequila, but that's just because I've got a problem. So that's my favorite hard drink for any occasion.
Yeah. I would say Long Island iced tea, but that's a big mixed drink. So
that's a big mixed drink. I wouldn't call that a hard drink. I mean,
a girl drink drunk. Damn it.
You know what? You know what I'd go with?
What?
I mean a true one. You got to go really deep on this and get the real original recipe. Either an old-fashioned or a Manhattan, and what just happened?
You gifted 10 subs? Thank you so much, Peter the Bear. Holy shit.
Guys, thank you.
Thank you so much.
God, fuck.
Oh, my God. Thank you. Seriously.
Thank you, Peter.
Thank you. I lost my train of thought.
Oh yeah, that's
because
gone.
the train comes by.
The train comes by.
I like trains. Moon equals wee wee.
Moon equals wee wee.
I did not know what the Golden Girls' summer outfits are, so I'll have to look those up, Sue. She said I need that apparently.
Weather Fox made an actual brunch this morning before the stream. Ham, omelets, ribeye steak, breakfast potatoes, fruit salad, egg benedicts, bacon, sausage. And with your news, I wish there's a way to send it through the computer. Weather Fox, that is one hell of a breakfast. That sounds amazing. Oh my God. Peter, you're fucking fantastic.
Thank you.
Oh, Pandeza's got a quiche in the oven.
Oh, look at all the party. I am definitely going to look on getting our own little gifts too.
Oh, yeah.
I want to have little guys partying around and stuff. So I can't. What?
Oui, a marijuana brunch at the Paris, Las Vegas on April 20th. Now, hold on here. Hold on. This is starting to sound good. Thank you,
QQH. Holy shit.
God damn it. You guys are amazing. I'm never going to get over this. This is so weird. Oh my God. So one of the things that I've been doing now since obviously I have free time is dropping lines to old friends, seeing how everyone's doing, letting them know what's up. And some of my friends who are professional growers, I got in contact with them again. It was good to talk to them. And they had to tell me about their latest because I make canna butter. They live canna butter because apparently on this last grow, they instructed everyone who was doing the trim to keep every last bit. Thank you very much, Wheat Thins. Every last bit of the trim from the grow, and they kept it in a giant bag. And when they were done, apparently they went to a giant basin that they spent way too long cleaning out and melted all the butter and turned all the trim from a professional grow into canna butter to be given out to all the people that helped them. And I don't mean like they got a stick of canna butter. I'm talking about, you know, those containers that used to have the industrial ice cream? Do you remember those?
Oh.
They're the big kind of flimsy plastic containers that hold like 3 gallons of ice cream or 2 gallons. You know, just simple vanilla ice. You remember those? Mm-hmm. They filled 20 of those
Oh
to
my God.
the brim each with can of butter.
Jay Sherman's kids here. We're saved.
They're saved.
Oh, Boozy, wearing the Hawaiian
Correct,
shirt
rock and roll dragon.
in honor of. I used to wear Hawaiian shirts.
You wore a Hawaiian shirt?
I did once upon a time of Alkali. I don't know how that has anything to do with, but somehow it does because I no longer wear Hawaiian shirts and they're kind of dead to me. So it's kind of like a job. I'm sorry. Poutine for Wednesday.
Poutine for Wednesday. I love it.
You're getting it. You get it, Des. I'm just wearing my cobalt shirt and my robe because robe time for Sunday, goddammit.
Robe Sundays are the best Sundays.
I don't. Well, I'm gonna wear maybe my kimono next time and stuff, but yeah, we're gonna figure it out and we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're gonna update this stuff and really try to have a lot of shows and cool stuff for y'all. So we're trying it. Thank you so much.
We're attempting. I don't actually know how to properly. We couldn't try this if it wasn't for the fact that everyone here has been so insanely supportive. The amount of times people at conventions have come up to one or both of us and asked when we're going to be doing our next thing, and it's. I would have never thought that the silliness that we are accustomed to could be something that you guys would want to see on a weekly basis, let alone more than that. Like, that's mind-boggling to me. We're just here having fun, and I'm so glad that we have something that we can have fun with a big group like this. This is, I mean, holy fuck, I can't believe we have 59 people here.
Yeah.
This is the small announcement. We were expecting like 30 Dragon Show peeps. Like, hey, friends, got fucked. Not in the good way. Wee!
Sunday Dungeon Day. That's later.
Sunday Dungeon Day.
That's not. There's no camera for that, unless Alkali turned on the secret camera.
New Patreon levels will be next week on the big announcement. There's a few more things that I want to make sure of. One thing that we never want to happen. I keep looking where the old camera was. It's so funny to me.
It's Phil, yeah.
It's whatever. We do not want to put out the Patreon levels before we know that they are fulfillable. That is a huge thing to me. I want to make sure that they're perfect. We're making sure that we can actually do this. Mm-hmm. And one of the problems is this week I'm reorganizing my life to be unemployed. Yeah, fucking terrifying moment when you realize, like, oh, that number that went up every week in this big number account, the capitalism account. Oh, that's not going to go up anymore. Oh, that's just going to go down. Well, I better go get a bottle of champagne. What kind of champagne would you like, sir? What's your cheapest champagne? Okay, one level below that, please.
Head Fox and we just have the one new one. The other ones up there might be old ones that we've had up forever. We just didn't want to get rid of those yet. So that's. If you're seeing those, yeah, the only new one is the $40 level.
Correct.
That we just announced today. But otherwise, like, we had some other ones that, like, we didn't want to get rid of the $20 level and the people there and stuff like that. So, like, we're figuring out what to give them instead, because, like, all that kind of stuff. So, like, to make that worth it.
Yeah, we're making sure to take care of you guys because if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right.
And we might get rid of, and we hope you're cool with this. We might get rid of a level or two just to shuffle around, and it's better for the tiers and all that stuff. And we'll figure it out.
My favorite part is, of course, where do we start? With the names. We start talking about what we can do, and Zandy's like, we could do Sunday brunch. Sunday brunch sounds good. Let's do Sunday brunch. I'm like, okay, yeah, that actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
Which then led to the fucking multiplayer Monday, heroic hump day, and billiards Thursday, which just I adore. You're ridiculous.
I was inspired by Mike Tyson as Tim Kaine for Pizza for Thursday. I'm like,
Pizza
God damn it.
Thursday.
It was like Taco Tuesdays are replaced by Pizza for Thursday. I'm like, oh my God.
That's a great
fucking, that's the best joke ever.
I love shit like that.
We're forcing it. Oh, it's so good.
It actually reminds me of our biggest and one of our first brunches together. Do you remember Vegas?
Just in general, yes.
Well done.
Okay, yeah.
We went to Vegas with the furries, with FCLR, the Furry Connection Leadership Roundtable.
Ah, that trip. Okay.
And one morning, all of us went over to the, I want to say it was the Wynn Casino or something like that.
Yeah.
But they had a brunch with bottomless mimosas.
Oh,
that
yes.
was one of our first mimosa experiences. And we're not talking about like a brunch like, oh, yes, here is your omelet station. They're like, omelet station, get this shit away. Here is your lobster bisque station that could be covered with an omelet if you so choose. Like, everything about this place was the most ridiculously decadent thing. And then I find out after we leave that there's a special brunch, an insanely special brunch. I can't remember which hotel has it, but there's a once-a-week brunch, and I believe it is Sunday mornings.
Secret brunch.
Secret brunch. That brunch, I want to say it's like $90 a head. It's served at the table. It's not like get up and get your own shit. It's bottomless, really nice mimosas.
Oh, I like it.
And the amount of things we're talking about is like, oh, yes, here is your lobster omelet, tiny single-sized portion, just a little bit because you have so much to go through. It's like a 20-course meal. So when the Dragon Show does go to Vegas, and by the way, when we do, you guys will know what hotel we are in, and we will all go together. We are all saving up. I will find a way to get a package deal for all of us. It'll probably shave $5 off, so get ready for a $95 breakfast. But we won't leave. We won't leave. We will get there when they open. We will claim a table, and we will see what they do when the Dragon Show, in its entirety, sits at $100 brunch with bottomless mimosas and plays goddamn D&D.
Do you think there's fine print? Like, you know, you can only stay in for so many hours, or I guess we're gonna find out.
If there is, that's why the Badger is coming. They will read it first, and they will find the loopholes. Like, can't kick us out. That one's wearing tassels. Like, damn it, the tassel clause. How do they always know?
And we all know this is coming, so you have two mics, and we can hear the between Boozy and the owner of the buffet, who's distraught.
But we get Fur in there, and they hack the sound system for the hotel, so we just stream out through the entire place.
That sounds like taking back the means of consumption to me.
Thank you, Cupcake. We chain ourselves to the booth.
I like it.
Sorry, we're locked in.
Over my dead, cold gut.
You look over at me, I'm actually sweating hollandaise sauce. Like, I'm so good, put me on toast.
It's okay. I had this with broccoli. Oh. That's what I used to know in hollandaise. It's the thing that makes broccoli taste good.
Cheese makes broccoli taste good.
Not as much as hollandaise. Hollandaise is pretty amazing. It's like, oh, I could eat broccoli forever. Like, oh, this is going to kill you. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. It's too much of this. You will have a stroke. Welcome to hollandaise.
Good work, Rock and Roll Dragon. And the Wether Thin Mint.
Ah, yes. I can't have another bite.
I'm absolutely stuffed. Do you remember his name?
Oh.
Mr.
Crabs.
Close, Crusoe.
Oh.
That's the Mr. Crusoe sketch. Yeah, they knew it.
Crusoe.
All right.
Nice.
If you watch the special, John Cleese actually did not like that scene in their table readings, and they almost didn't put it in. And then everyone makes the jokes like, yeah, and then John changed his mind once we said he could be the waiter. Yeah, all right.
Oh, I got to see that in the theater.
You saw Meaning of Life in the theater?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was when a lot of those dollar theaters were dying, so they're like doing anything they can do to like get people in, and they would have midnight shows, which were really cool. And the best part was everyone there knew the movie, was hyped to see the movie.
Yes.
And like just that environment to watch fucking Holy Grail and that. And what else did I see at the midnight showing there? Yep, I saw. That's what I did too. Rock and Roll Dragon, Holy Grail, midnight showing. It was so fucking fun.
So that's awesome.
Yeah,
that is so awesome.
Like during the night today, knee, everyone's saying knee.
Oh, that has
and
to
just
be
like,
wonderful.
Oh, of course. It's like being at a power metal concert where everyone knows where to fucking do the chorus.
We saw Well, I've seen a few midnight shows. We saw Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Wow, you saw heavy metal in the theater. Holy,
Who saw heavy metal in the theater?
Nikolai.
That's awesome, dude.
That's fucking great.
I think my all-time favorite midnight showing would have to be Batman with Heath Ledger's Joker. Because the theater by me, which was a two-sided theater, theaters 1 through 8 on the right side and the rest of them on the other. And out of those theaters, on each side, 4 of them were full-size theaters and 4 of them were mini theaters. And I guess, from what I understood from the manager who I met outside, and you'll understand why in a second, that their idea was to buy 1 roll of the film and then start it in booth 1 and run it across to booth 2 and run it across to... So they had 1 reel of film, basically, going to all the different projectors. It was something along those lines
Holy
on both
shit.
sides of the theater, because midnight showing of what at the time was going to be the blockbuster of the decade. Well, the movie started, they start playing it, and immediately it goes out. A few minutes later, they get it fixed, and it goes immediately out. And then this time, we actually got to see one of those burn things where the reel burns itself. You can't go 1 ring of movies through 4 projectors, both sides burnt out. The reason I know all this is I met the manager outside, literally fucking chain smoking as he's realizing that on the midnight showing, on the opening night of Batman, Heath Ledger's Joker's Batman, this man had to give a refund to 4 full-size packed theaters of people. Oh my God. Yep.
That
he was chain smoking because he lost his job. I feel you, buddy.
I feel you, Dr. Q. Oh,
Drager's getting rats.
no, not rats.
Drager's getting ratties for Twix.
Oh,
Twix food.
that's fine then.
Jagger's
That's
getting
planned
ratties.
rats, as long as rat.
Planned rats.
If you expected the rats to be there, it's okay.
It's good. It's a good thing.
But if you're just like,
Oh, rats.
well, but yeah, if we're looking out to the side, and we see someone run down, and they're like, "Gentlemen," I'm like, "Don't misgender me, you fuck!" And then you just gotta take them out.
Yeah, you gotta
Obviously,
take out the rats.
You can't let them get away with that. You know, being in the garage, but I'm not gonna let them get away with that.
I think most of you know this. Our garage is our studio. That's where we're filming from right now. That's where we do a lot of the work. And it's also where we hang out at night. And in front of us, you can't see it, is a big TV, a speaker bar, and really not a lot else. And sitting out here one night watching what I'm going to assume was Centaur World.
Yeah.
Down at the bottom of the TV, we just see this little mousy face as standing on top of our speaker, trying to eat the food on the screen on 2 legs, like, "Oh my God, you're the cutest." Fuck, there's mice in our garage. God damn. Oh,
I know, but you're like, ooh! It's hilarious.
I've had mice on my feet, literally just sitting still on the couch.
Oh,
not realizing.
yeah.
Like, I look down and I'm like, "Hey, what's that?" I look down at my shoe. There's a mouse on my shoe. Runs away. We had one on the
That
base.
one was super chill. I think it was high or something. It must have gotten into our shit.
We hotboxed it.
Okay.
So we had the garage closed up smoking. I keep looking at the fucking extra camera. We had the garage closed up smoking, and we have a vent in here because I worry about the equipment. But sometimes
Garage
you are
vent.
so high and lazy you can't get your fat ass off the couch to turn on the vent. So we hotboxed the room. It happens. And we get up, and there on the base of the microphone, these things, so it's on the ground, there's a little mouse sitting on the weighted base of the microphone, and I watched this one go over. It's like, "Hey," and stamp the ground next to it. The mouse does not move. Like, "Oh, hey," stomps the base. The mouse does not move. Picks up the base. The mouse is like, "Cool."
I think we saw it blink slowly. I go, okay, I see signs of life.
Yep.
It's still there. They're just chill. It was so great.
We put it out in the garden. We're like, "Here you go, buddy. You're
it's
going to have
like,
an interesting story tomorrow."
I was like, where am I?
Fucking amazing. Little stoner
Little
mouse.
stoner mouse. It was so cute. I'd never seen something like that, honestly, because you see mice, right?
We always
shit.
wanted to bring Mia out here when she was around. It's like, "Hey, Mia, you want to come out to the garage and get hotboxed?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "Nah, I'll stick with my," what was that shit called? The green that we gave her? Kitty
Oh,
litter. No, not
kitty pot.
litter. What's kitty pot actually called? Catnip.
Catnip. Yeah, Jesus.
We give her little bits of catnip. You just watch her, stare at it, look at us, stare at it, look at us. And we turn around and all of a sudden be face planted to cake. Just,
Yeah,
just motorboating the weed.
One day you're going to see. Do the cats do that with weed? Do they just rub their face all over their joints and everything?
That's what she did.
No, it is what she did. She's like, mine. My weed, my weed, my weed, my weed.
And then she'd be sitting at the top of the cat tree and just kind of laying there.
Yeah.
And the cat tree had the post down the middle, so she could rub her body on the carpeted level while holding the middle post and just spinning around very quickly. And if she was high, she'd fall. Fucking constantly fall off the cat tree. And the worst was, one time we had the little saucer of kitty pot down in the bottom and the food bowl. She falls and we just hear everything breaking and running everywhere, and then the cat just runs just like you do when you make a mess.
I know, she
lots of noise.
She very much took off after mom. It was a thing. It definitely was the perfect cat for me. Just afraid of life. I'm gonna stay in this corner and not come out because this is easier. No, I don't know. Like, oh, fuck.
Boozy says, Bot is not a graceful creature. It's their kitty.
Oh, Bot.
They have a kitty. Bot, not a graceful creature.
No. That's, no, stop, Nisbet. But yeah, like.
Upside down pizza?
Sometimes you wish you had like the super cat who's super smart and do all the cool athletic things. Having a dumb cat's fun. I've had one that, like, our first cat was like, my mom had, was like super genius, feral, like always very insanely smart. Our next cat was just fun loving and kind of a derp. I'm like, this is awesome. Like, she would, like, especially like when she would fuck with me, or fuck with the other cat, Kiki. It was Kiki and Jasmine. And Jasmine would, like, I'll never forget, like, was fucking with Kiki all the time and wasn't quite getting it. Her last attempt was a flying splash from the top of the couch. Like, wee! Just like we're playing, right? And just like, rah! And all the fucking, and then she just looked confused. It was so funny.
Thank you for the follow, TTK United. I still appreciate Mia back when you lived in the condo and I would come and sleep over at your place.
Oh my God, from the top rope. We had a big cat tree. And there's 5 levels, and Alkali knew this because he would wake up at times sometimes with a what the fuck was that? So
what was happening was the cat would go up to the top level of the cat tree, muster her energy,
give the sign,
and then dive bomb onto the bed because it was soft. She would just jump on. Well, that side of the bed was normally empty because I wasn't there. But when I was, that was my spot. 4 or 5 times, just cat, and then runs. Like, what the fuck is going on? And Zan just like, go to bed, Alkali.
You're in her landing space, okay? After a while, I think she just knew. She put on a little luchador mask. About to drop the elbow.
Oh, my God.
So great. Super Card of Honor. I did not see it, Tikel. I heard Samoa Joe showed up, and Alkali has no idea what I'm talking about.
Nope.
You know, wrestling where we just say a place and someone's name, like Russia Dan. There's Puerto Rico Steve, and we have Samoa Joe.
Des says their quiche turns out awesome. Still blazing hot, so need to wait a few minutes to eat, but looks awesome. Zan, what's your solution to that when I have burning hot food sitting in front of you?
Eat that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, Des, have you tried just shoving it in your mouth and complaining?
Your mouth's going to heal.
Oh, my God.
You're hungry now.
Oh, yeah.
What don't you get about this? This makes perfect sense. Like...
Thank you, Shukin.
Do I have to make a chart?
Is the chart on fire like your mouth?
Your mouth will heal. It's
Oh
all
my
good.
God.
You're hungry now. You're like, I'm hungry. Oh God! And then like that'll be over in a couple seconds. But you're not hungry anymore. See, you gotta balance these things out and make a decision.
I'm gonna look over one day and just spitting out teeth like, oh, this coffee is delicious.
Oh, it must have some bits in it, like our champagne. Yes. When you want to get the champagne, you take out the bits. Like, what?
Take out the bits.
It is a bit red from the blood, but don't worry about that.
So me and Zanny got old.
We got old.
We got old. This whole week.
Hold on.
We've been having a fight all week.
You're not old yet. That's soon. Guys, y'all, it's happening. A few months. Alkali is... Gay death is 30.
Gay death is 30.
So we're going the next level.
Necromantic nourishment.
Yeah, sure. Necromantic nourishment?
Necromantic nourishment. Because you're already dead, so now you need the negative energy to keep you alive.
You could do a cooking with alkali as a necromancer. Welcome to necromantic nourishment.
Well, the fucks, I am a gay lich.
Gay lich. So yes, alkali will be hitting the big... Should I say it?
Yeah, fine.
4-0 in a few months. We're going to make him hear it. Because he threw a big fucking bash for me once on a birthday, and it was really cool. It made me feel nice. And it's time to do it with a ferret. We're going to make Ferret cry again. We're going to make Ferret cry on his birthday. Woo-hoo.
Hello, Zima. Hello, Big Ben, and
hi.
thank you so much.
Hi, Wolfia.
Oh, hello, Wolfia. Yeah, I'm turning 40 in August.
It happened.
Boozy, I
Gay
love it.
vampire.
So I can suck.
That's kind of awesome.
Birthday cries are the best cries. Incorrect.
Birthday cries.
But no, we did get old because all this week we've been having one of those nothing fights, you know, where my back is killing me, but every time I say anything about my back, Zanny just goes, yeah, kind of like my neck, which hurts far more than your back. And then it's my just like, the fourth vertebrae truly giving me problems. And it's like, oh, my second vertebrae. Ooh, that one is tough. I'm like, I fell downstairs. And Zan's like, I fell down life. So yeah, that's been our entire week.
This whole morning, my right arm hurts just from down my neck. Is just thing I've like felt all week. I'm like so fucking old. And then you're like, my back. I'm like, my neck. And together we are my neck and my back. That's just gonna be our comedy troupe tune for a while.
My neck and my back.
My neck followed by my back.
My neck, my back, my neck, my back. Just
my neck, my back, my pussy. Anyway, that was a song.
Biggest thing is suspiciously falling downstairs. That's the new name of my abortion clinic.
My neck, my back, my anxiety attack. Thank you, status. My pussy is on layaway. Oh, shit. Still waiting for my fucking callback. I'm waiting for my surgery date to drop. But anyway, fucking doctors. Doctors, you know doctor problems. Yeah. This is like, you have a doctor's appointment. Maybe still. If you can talk to the people again.
Mine aren't doctor's problems. Mine are insurance problems.
That's also doctor problems.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah, well, we live in America, baby, where everything's terrible. Oh my God. When I went to Canada, I'd never been the foreigner. And it was so weird. It's like, I'm not used to being the odd one out. Like, you're from America? I'm sorry. Like, I would get that.
Did you really just say I'm not used to being the odd man out with a straight face?
I said odd one out, but yes. I mean, fine. It's weirder when it's Canadian, because...
It's weirder when it's Canadian.
You could put that.
That's a t-shirt.
It's weirder when it's Canadian. That is a good t-shirt. That's at our next I Do What I Wa. Is that our next big hit?
It's weirder when it's Canadian.
I'm sorry. It just is.
Just a picture of a moose fucking some poutine.
You can put proper poutine, so good.
It's so good.
I had the gravy and the pulled pork. Like, you really can put anything on fries, and it's well, not anything, but it was so fucking good.
I put fries on fries.
Fry poutine.
Fry.
Oh my god.
Just do it, man. Just do it.
All right. What's a poutine that would go on fries? Well, I hate to put you on the spot like that.
The fry poutine?
Could you make your own poutine with a different gravy?
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right, American poutine. Are we ready?
Oh, patriotic poutine.
Patriotic poutine.
Patriot poutine.
Patriot poutine. All
I
right.
like this. This is
So first off, you need the base. You need the fries. Now, what is the most American fry? I know what you're thinking. McDonald's, Burger King. Those are just wrong. We are goddamn Americans. Mashed potatoes. That's our fry. So we're starting off with a layer of mashed potatoes. Now, what's next? We need the gravy and the cheese. So base poutine. Fries, gravy, cheese. So the cheese, no contest, Cheese Whiz. It's got the applicator nozzle. You jam it into the fucking mashed potatoes. You push it in. You can't even see it on top. You don't know how much cheese you're getting. It's all internal. It's all internal. Just like our suffering, it's all internal.
cheese in a can.
Cheese in the can.
So-
All right. So now we've got...
Thank you. Yes.
Yes, absolutely, Penta. This is American poutine. You should be unsubscribing. We could never do it right. Now the gravy. All right, so we have mashed potatoes. We've got Cheese Whiz. We're Americans. We got to make sure that no belt ever fits for more than a week. We're covering it in hollandaise. The whole goddamn thing with just hollandaise. If you don't know what that is, hollandaise is egg yolks and butter. Egg yolks and butter. And when you're done, more butter. So now we're getting there. Okay, we have our base. We have mashed potatoes, Cheese Whiz, and hollandaise. So the question is, where do we go from there, Zan? I've created your base. What do you do with that?
I don't know.
Nikolai, if I put it in a turkey, it's a gravy.
Salsa. What? It's my answer. Every spicy habanero salsa makes everything better.
All right.
Prove me wrong.
So last night, I made a full ham dinner. I made a half a ham.
Yeah.
Half a goddamn spiral cut ham. And I did it slightly wrong. I went online and I read, it's like, oh, a ham? Just reheat it. 250 degrees, like 15 minutes per pound.
Oh my God.
You'll be fine. 4 hours later, the ham was still not up to temperature. I have no idea what was going on. It definitely should not have worked like this. But you want to talk about a reduction? All the collagen, all of that slimy gelatin, that all rendered out to the point where I had to take the tray out of the oven and drain it. And I forget how collagen works. So later, as I'm about to dump it out, thinking I'm dumping out a bunch of ham jizz, I'm literally dumping out a bowl of what looks like Jell-O.
Oh.
Because it's all cooked out. So I make this, it all cooked out. I made this ham half of a spiral ham, and we had a lot of ham. And the moment the meal was over, I'm putting away the dishes, and Zan just looks at me. Ferret, my friend, my lover, might I have a bit of a aperitif? Like, of course, my friend, my lover. What can I get you? Immediately following an entire ham dinner, they had me get the chippies and habanero salsa, which they then proceeded to have half a bag of very good chips.
Yes.
And half a jar of a salsa that is so hot to me that dipping a chip in and then brushing it off so just the essence of the flavor remains is head-sweatingly hot. They had half a jar and half a bag of chips. And I went to bed early last night so I could be ready for today. What did I hear as I'm laying down, as the arms of Orpheus wrap around me, as the waves of dreamland touch my feet, to my knees, to my body, and envelop me in the cold near death that is sleep? This motherfucker opening the bag of chips and the salsa again and just crunching away. You ate a giant side of ham and immediately like, you know what would be great now? Salsa.
That's what I like. It's good dessert. It's good appetizer. Sometimes it could be a meal. You go to the next Mexican restaurant. You're like, I am full. This was awesome. Now bring me dessert, i.e., the main course.
I would have never considered chippies and salsa dessert until you. You are truly one of a kind.
Hey. Is that worse than what I caught you eating after the
I
fucking
don't
dinner?
know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah. Let's fucking go there. I'm eating chips and salsa. I see you eating some kind of other chip, maybe. I'm not sure what, because it's not ham. I think it's not ham. What are you eating,
Hello,
Alkali?
Lynx Wolf.
What are you eating in the kitchen?
What? I was getting the rest of the ham into storage bags.
Ah, yes.
For
but
sandwiches.
On the way, what happened
I'm
on the
sure-
way to your mouth, maybe?
I'm sure, as is normal in the gay community, many things have fallen into my mouth. I couldn't possibly remember all of these things. Why? What was I eating, Zan?
You were eating ham skin. Like, what are you eating? You're like, ham skin. I stop. It's like, you're not going to live to 40.
Not kidding. Not kidding. They said it with such conviction that I could not stop laughing.
Your knees buckled. You almost like fell to the
Fucking
floor.
dude, that was hysterical.
Oh, 69. Nice. Thank you.
Holy shit, how? What?
I apparently to them.
Aw,
But
that's
yes.
awesome.
Ham
Thanks, everyone.
skin. I just like...
Again, you need to remember, I just cooked a full ham in the oven for 4 hours.
You're like...
At 250 degrees, then jumped it up to 400 to glaze it for the last 10 minutes.
We're both unemployed now. We can't let anything go to
You
waste.
can't let anything go to waste.
Put it on your face and shit.
The
We're
skin
saving
on
this
ham
for
was
Halloween.
So good. It was like dehydrated. It was crispy. It was my version of a chip. Just 1,000 calories worth of a chip.
At least have it with the ham, so it's like, you kind of do that to make you feel better about, oh, whoops, I ate a little skin with it. Nope, just going straight up. I'm eating a ham skin in a bag. Alkali's ham skin will be on your shelves soon. Chef Alkali's gourmet ham skin.
Thank you, Head Foxum gets it. Slippery Stallion and Big Ben, I'm going to answer both of your questions at once. So Slippery Stallion says, normally the skin is distributed across all slices. You are correct. The top of this ham is not spiral cut, so the top is chunks, which I needed for the second question. Did you save the bone for soup? I can announce now the next Cooking with Alkali is a childhood favorite of mine, my mother's recipe, which is basically the base recipe with very few changes, but... unbelievable. Our next Cooking with Alkali is going to be split pea soup with full ham bone. It is one of my all-time. It is going to take me back to my childhood, and that is why I had the ham skin. The top of the ham is covered in glazed skin. I don't want the sweet glaze going into the savory soup, so I had to peel all that off, which left me with a bunch of ham skin that then Zan caught me devouring.
I sure did.
Status, I totally agree. Split pea is one of my all-time favorites. It is.
Yes, Gray Fox, and sorry, we announced at the beginning, and this is the thing of streams, Sometimes you just come in and shit went down, and maybe we should if we have a big announcement, just have a banner.
Yeah,
I should have gotten you a banner.
Just got fired.
Yeah, Gray. The why is exactly why you'd think, just shitty people being shitty.
Skylar got it.
Capitalism. Yeah, that is a perfect answer, honestly, because you did. You did nothing wrong. We could talk about it forever, but Jesus Christ.
Oh, Nisbet French onion soup is amazing. French onion soup is also one of my favorites.
Yes.
So again, at the 1.5 hour mark, we want to thank everyone again for joining us. We're going to do the quick announcement one last time. I have lost my job. We are going to be attempting for a while to see if this is a good fit for us and for you guys, because obviously if you're not enjoying it, we won't enjoy it. We're going to attempt to do streaming now as our full-time gig. This week coming up, you already know about Sunday Morning Brunch. Sunday Morning Brunch leads into Mondays, which is going to be Multiplayer Mondays. Join us this week. I believe we were doing Jackbox this week for our first one. Was that, or did we have a better idea? I think it was Jackbox.
We can do best. Yeah,
I think we're doing Jackbox, but we'll have an announcement tomorrow. Jackbox. Was it 6 to 8? Are we
trying to think?
Ours will be posted. I
7
don't want to give you the wrong times because we're doing multiple different things.
7 to 9 on Monday, almost positive.
Is it
Central.
7 to 9 on Monday?
Central, so that would be 6 Pacific time.
Thank you for the subscription links, Wolf.
Wait, is it 2 hours for Pacific? I can't always remember.
Oh, thank you for the bits, Gala. Thank you, Fox.
Sorry, we'll get the times. later.
It'll be posted. So again, we're just going to give you what we're doing. Monday is multiplayer Mondays. Then we'll be back on Wednesday for the what was it?
Wacky Wednesday.
No.
Heroic Hump Day.
Heroic Hump Day. Heroic Hump Day will be us playing a video game, usually a game that you guys can participate in as far as voting on what we're going to do, but that will be more of a single-player game and us yelling at each other. And then, of course, Billiards Thursday. Billiards Thursday, we'll be playing billiards for all y'all, usually for some kind of a bet between myself and the dragon that all of you will be able to participate in. That's more like a traditional podcast with billiards added in because we find it fun. And then we'll be back again next Sunday for the big announcement where we're going to have some of our friends on. Keep an eye on our Twitter and Telegram for more info on that. Yep. We'll be announcing soon. But
and as we said, like the only Patreon level of that we've announced right now is the yeah, I'll draw your character, and it'll be at the end of. I might as well show that again.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, and at the end of our videos, Mouse, do you want to work with me? No, it's going cray cray.
Oh, we are on a texture table. Oh my God, there's so many things.
So many things. Oh my God, they're so cute.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And so yes, you can see. Here's us drawing. I'll draw you, and they'll get better because that's how art works. And I've been able to I've been able to draw again. Yay. Trauma! So that'll be fun, and you can join us at the end of here. And every month we'll be doing new ones. I'll probably have a different theme for one. I use the pool sticks for though. If you want, you can do a different one for yourself, or just whatever. If you have your stuff out, your equipment, we can't have you on there. We got kicked off Twitch, but
yeah,
I mean,
we've got censor bars,
or just yeah, exactly. Aha, there we go.
Well,
thank you.
Quixum, 9-ball is probably my favorite game, and it will be one that we usually start off with because of the chaos of it all. We usually end on an 8-ball just because. Well, it's a challenge. It's a challenge. Snooker is ridiculously fun, but we're just not good enough to end a game of snooker in anywhere under an hour. Also, we have what's called a practice table, so it's a slightly smaller version of a pool table that fits in our garage. Also, this is still a garage and maybe our studio, but I wasn't really interested in getting a, $1,000+ pool table and then putting it outside where it's going to have to deal with a constantly changing temperature. Instead, I found a practice pool table on sale with a coupon with free shipping. I fucking win.
Well, very well done. We want to also do like one thing is give y'all power and fun and when we're competing because we're idiots and he likes to make rules that we have competitions with results and consequences and shit. So
what Zan is saying is during the pool stream, we're probably going to end up smoking eventually.
Absolutely. Well, that's always a good prize to me. I mean, you got me there.
Big Ben, we do have a Discord, and people will be invited onto that Discord during the multiplayer game where we will all be chatting together.
Yes, but we've actually been having a lot of fun figuring out our breaks. We have epic goddamn
paper rock
scissors sessions where we've gone like 5 or 6 turns in a row where we tie.
We do love our paper rock scissors sessions.
And I challenge you right now. First to 5?
First to 5?
First to 5.
First to 5.
All right, here we go. Ready?
On 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. 1.
Got you.
1, 2, 3. Got you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Got you.
Got you. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck.
1, 2, 3.
Got you.
1, 2, 3. Got you. Tied. 1, 2, 3.
Fuck.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Ah!
Got you. 1, 2, 3. Got it.
God damn it. Fuck. Ah. Thank God you're counting them because I can't do that shit at the same time.
I have to use math for something. I can't lose my math ability.
Come on, you gotta do like things between the rounds, like oh god, what are they gonna think now? You gotta make this anime shit. Like, oh, they used scissors last time. Well, for sure, that is their favorite weapon, for they grew up with scissors, and they use it all the time. I looked at this, therefore they would definitely go with scissors.
I knew you wouldn't be throwing scissors, for you are very...
I put scissors on my jacket. All right.
I knew you wouldn't be using scissors, for you are very safe, and I saw your mind running.
Oh, I never thought. For sure.
I'm trying to get the reflection of the light off my glasses into the
evil.
camera.
You gotta have the evil reflection. Oh, do this. That's always. I'm planning things. Evil dad. Thank you.
Kermit subscribed once I was evil dad. Thanks.
Evil dad.
Evil dad. I hate you.
I do want to see that Evangelion. It's like, what if we did child labor and did all the things in those movies for realsies? We make kids pilot big badass robots, and maybe Power Rangers isn't a great plan. I do need to see that.
I still love the end of Ender's Game. Well, near the end of Ender's Game. It's like, you did such a great job. You wiped out a species. Like, I'm 12.
Did they do that in the movie? Because I only read the book.
Yeah, they did it in the movie too.
Yeah. Apparently that guy's a big dickhead, so that was disappointing. But the story was entertaining. I will say that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, oh, by the way, you killed a lot of people. Good job, kid.
My only problem with Ender's Game is it hurts D&D. Everyone tries to find the big one-round answer that wins it all. It's like, that's not how anything works. Small, incremental steps. And they're just like, oh my god, if I use the moon and use Tensor's grasping hand and turn it into a diamond, that diamond is big enough to then cast a worldwide time stop. I'm like, Dan... because I came up with that idea during one of my games. Maybe we shouldn't do that. But then when I ran the game, and that was the villain's plan, it worked perfectly. See? The long plan. The long con.
You always need the big Thanos snap to...
I love my big snap. I am notorious in my games. It's like, oh, hey, where are we at? A small village 4 miles from any other civilization. Oh, and who's the villain? Him. 6-foot-tall Joe. Like, oh, good. And what's he trying to do? Blow up the planet. And why is it always world ending? It's like, well, the overarching villain has to be, you have to have substance. What's that substance? Blow up the planet.
Look, some things are just in the way. I think Hitchhiker got it right. You're just in the middle of our fucking road. You gotta go. I'm sorry.
Gotta go.
You get it. That was kind of, yeah.
Gotta go.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I believe in you.
This job, unlike your last job, this job doesn't have buckets, and we can't just do that.
This is crazy. My pee schedule is totally out of whack.
Yeah,
like I can just urinate whenever I want now.
What?
This is insanity.
Yeah, he literally didn't. You did work. You lived in Mad Men, but like crazy. You're in the current times.
Yeah,
just a little bit. I don't mean to.
Not anymore.
Yeah,
I'm good now. See, I fixed it by getting fired.
A way to fix it involuntarily.
Head Foxen, I'm assuming you are talking about for our multiplayer. Multiplayer is starting off with Jackbox because we know that a lot of people are into that. It's something good that we can talk over. We're starting off a little small. We will be doing... yes, Giant Streams will be on Sundays until further notice. We will be doing different multiplayer games, some of which people will be able to participate in. I mean, obviously, they'll all be multiplayer, but sometimes you won't have the game. But that'll be another part of our Sunday streams. Sunday streams will eventually be involving giveaways. So people who are missing games, tune in on Sundays. And once we get going, we're just not there yet. We're going to get there. We plan on doing giveaways for our multiplayer games. Some of the games we are planning on, every once in a while, we will will be doing VR games. That is PokerStars VR and other games of that ilk. There is a game that I absolutely adore called Shell Shock Online. If you were in school at all during the 90s and had access to a computer, you probably remember that stupid fucking tank game that had about 100 different missiles in it, from the drunk missiles to the big old nuke. Shell Shock Online is a multiplayer not web-based, but a Steam game that is that game that you just upgrade your tank and constantly get new weapons. I adore it. Yes, Scorched Earth. That is the game. That was the original. This is a remake of Scorched Earth. The only difference is you don't buy your weapons. You get them through leveling up. Status was unalive in the 90s. Drunk Missile, actually, Kerbis, I want to say Drunk Missile was something from Rise of the Triad, I think is what Drunk Missile is from. But that is a game that we will be doing. I adore it. I've been playing it for a while. I've gotten very bad at it, so that's fun. And then other games, one game that I'm considering, Zanny won't be joining us for that because they will murder me, Factorio. We're probably going to just all jump online and give ourselves a 10-hour window one day and just see how far we can get. Stuff like that. Mario Kart will definitely be included. So, yes. That's where we're going with Multiplayer Monday. So you will see more announcements on that, but know that on tomorrow we will be doing Jackbox. Hi, Dragon.
Hi.
Hi, Dragon.
Hi. Hi.
Factorio has a giant spider mech. When the fuck did that happen? Is there updates to that game?
What's that?
What's going on? Who's there? Who's there? Who are you?
Give me your chippies.
What? No, you can't have chippies.
Give me your chippies.
You can't have chippies.
I got kisses. And I still have human hands because I can't. I should get my own. Oh, well.
It's
the magic.
No, I'm sorry.
Huh?
A dragon in a robe? That's about right.
Oh, yeah. I'm mid-transformation. I can still take out my wallet, I guess.
I don't need help with my room key. I'm a dragon.
That's about right. I should get the pause to complete it, honestly. I'll be right back.
Why?
What?
Sit down.
Never.
Oh, my God.
I must be beautiful.
Oh, my God.
I must be pretty.
Zan, you're disappearing with the background, just so you know.
I kind of figured.
Zanny is a ghost. Zanny is a ghost.
Ghost dragon.
Zanny had too much toast. Now Zanny is a toast.
Well, no, I just want to. Well, now we get to see what newer camera. I will eventually. Don't worry. The sky is falling. Okay, I'm gonna get undragon and see what happens.
Oh my God. Again, thank you all for being here. And that means we are at the halfway point. So, Zanny, I think you had them. It is time for questions.
Yes, questions. Right here. I got them.
We got them.
To you?
You did, but I lost my phone.
Oh, that happens. All right.
A somewhat see-through dragon.
Somewhat see-through dragon. Am I still see-through? Oh, hold on. All right. So on Patreon, we have questions for the show. Stop it.
Truly
a professional.
Truly a wordsmith.
Truly. All right. Shukin Flasks asks,
Hello, Shukin.
by some twist of fate, you've ended up assisting some government research team and you just discovered the secret to immortality. You have to pick someone to give the last dose to. Your team has decided it should be someone who is a world leader of some sort, a president, a prime minister, a king or queen, or a religious leader, perhaps. Whoever it is needs to be someone who can leverage their new immortality to guide humanity into the future. After a terrible game of rock, paper, beaker, ironically we just played that, the responsibility of choosing who gets to become as immortal as Alkali's liver fails upon you. Okay. What world leader do you choose to make immortal? Oh my God.
All right.
And don't just say Bernie Sanders, it's too obvious. So just like assume
Bernie
he's
Sanders
already
is
gone.
too obvious, but the chat already got it.
What was it?
We're going to take our true leader. The person who went out there and gave the furry fandom the wonderful name and image that they see today, the person who has spent their life making sure this fandom is seen in a proper light. Uncle Kage is immortal, absolutely immortal Kage.
Your watch will have never ended. You got to go to bat for us.
That's it. This is your job now, Kage.
Sorry.
Yeah. And imagine how great they're going to be as a chemist now. So many stories of them. It's like, oh, so I had to do this thing with a dangerous substance, so I did it. And I left the room, and the room exploded, but I survived. But now that he's immortal, it's just like, I was in there shaking the nitroglycerin. I found 8 new elements, and you know what we're going to use those for? Feeding the poor. Because if you put a little bit of nitroglycerin into an apple and you can cover a nation in applesauce, truly you have solved world hunger. Also the apple crisis.
Which we create, obviously.
Which we did create. We should not have given apples intelligence. Look, in retrospect, giving apples intelligent thought, not the best idea.
You think we would have learned with the killer tomatoes? That
no.
was the first. I'm like, but no, we're just going back to it. We didn't learn from Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park. Wow, this was a bad idea. Let's have 8 sequels. Which, honestly, that is the most realistic part of Jurassic Park.
Really
After
is.
we've seen the pandemic, we're like, they wouldn't just keep on doing the same thing for money, would they? Yes, because some idiot did not hear what happened at Jurassic Park, and they're all going there with Chris Pratt.
What do you
course.
mean did not hear? Everyone heard about it. See right there in the chart, that little downtick? That's the bad part. But see how line go up? Sequel.
Is this like when you find out someone's going to Everest? Like, okay, he's going to Jurassic Park. Whatever. I've seen pictures. Just be careful. No, totally. It's fine. It's fine. They fixed it. It's fine. Jurassic Park is great. I saw a commercial that would not lie to me.
Oh, I mean, capitalism never lies. They just fire random
it was
people.
Look at their cheek. It was so cute. And then yeah. Fucking Jurassic Park.
Hear me out.
It's
fine. It's fine. Oh, I miss you, Des.
Oh, hell yeah. We had fun shows at MCFC.
Thank you for the following on Foxler.
And we thanks to everyone who came out to our shows at MCFC. We posted on our YouTube. If you're curious, we've got the Dragon Show and 3 Head Up on there. And as always, that was just a blast to do, especially with cons coming back more so.
Oh, yeah.
And whatnot.
No, that was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
Man. It was so fun to just be back at a convention. Also, since when is Alkali not allowed near explosives? I'm very good with explosives. One time, I regained most of the feeling.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You blew your hand off.
Yeah, these things happen.
There's another Never Have I Ever I can get you on.
Welcome back, Foxer. Yeah. Coda, we are so crazy excited about First Squared.
Alkali is not allowed near explosives. Just don't get this fucker with the Roman candles, because he goes crazy.
I love Roman candles. It's like having magic missiles on call.
You taped a bunch of them together.
You didn't even see the big one. You weren't around for the one that almost killed me.
I'm not surprised.
It used to be a tradition that for 4th of July, one of the things we would make...
And all traditions are good, yes.
All traditions are good.
Obviously.
You would take 3 Roman candles, and you'd tape them together in a triangle formation. And then you take their 3 wicks, and you'd use a bit of tiny piece of tape, and then tape all 3 of them together with a little extended wick. Because, I used to have a ton of wick because I'm an idiot. And then you do that about 10 times. So now you got 30 of these things.
I will hug her.
Then you take all 30 of them and you put that bunch together to one big pack and you tape that together and you extend and you have one fuse for the whole thing. And then you put it on the end of a fucking 4-foot-long piece of thick PVC, and you hold it, and you light it, and then you tell God that you are under attack. It's time, and you hold it to the heavens, and boo, 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 boo. And that's where we went to after learning our mistakes, because the first year we didn't do that. The first year, we did groups of 3, that group, then more groups on the outside, until the thing was about this big.
Jesus
We
Christ.
think it was about 100 Roman candles. Put that on the end of a stick and lit that. And the problem was that there is about a 1 in 100 chance that there's going to be a blockage in the Roman candle and that it's going to stop it from firing out the top, which will create pressure and then shoot everything out of the back. Well, if it's a 1 in 100 chance and I was
Damn it.
using 100 Roman candles, that meant one of them shot right fucking back at me.
Oh.
So, bam! Ah! Drop! Ah! It still goes, but the pressure of it is moving it backwards.
Oh, no.
So now we're chasing the yeah, okay. So we did less ever since then. Less Roman cancels.
Roman cancels. No, that's what happens when you, catch on fire because you are an idiot.
These things happen.
It looked like an Acme thing.
It
Like,
was an Acme thing, and then people died.
Oh my God. Roman cancels, yes, are just
knives. Nice.
A two brute, the worst, the worst tweet.
Biggest thing is no, we have never done thousands and thousands sparkler cake. Jesus was a Roman cancel.
Oh shit! That's what Caesar. Everyone knows Caesar said. Are you canceling me, bro?
Are you canceling me, bro? Excellent, Div. It is already in the stack of things that needs to go to the con. It will not be forgotten. Thank you for the reminder.
Oh my God! Speaking of Roman canceled, there's Jesus. You can't escape Jesus. Just right up there.
Somewhere up here.
Good old multicultural Jesus.
Oh, multicultural Jesus.
Holding up the fort.
I do miss a good 4th of July. We used to do a lot of 4th of July parties. It was always fun. We would usually get the neighborhood involved because we would always buy so many explosives. But every once in a while, you'd get the other neighbor, and it would be like dueling stupidity. Bottle rocket.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Aerial bomb. Like, oh, well, that's 2 bottle rockets. Dun, dun. We're going to blow up your house. We're going to blow up your house. We're going to blow up. We had a lot of explosions.
You had way more than we did. Like, I was up in the upper northwest suburbs, so y'all just didn't, like, you had to deal with the cops. They're like that.
Yep.
Or something, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like, they just did not give a shit. Well, because you're so close to the border. They especially didn't give a shit.
Yeah, no, they did not care. Unless you were doing it too late, then they'd show up and take all the fireworks and keep them for themselves, and then they'd have their show the next day.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's what they did. They were very good at it.
Oh, jeez. Well, you just can't let it go to waste.
No, you don't want it to go to waste. That'd be horrible. It'd be a sad, sad time.
A bomb not exploded. It's like Dennis Hopper in fucking Speed.
Nice.
Jesus was a Roman cancel.
So I have a question for you.
Me?
Yeah, I have a question for you.
Uh-oh.
It's hypothetical.
Uh-oh.
You're Chris Rock.
Okay.
You're about to go do your first stand-up show since the incident. How do you start it?
I probably don't make money about someone's medical condition. That's my first. That's probably my first good.
That's
one
what
to
you
do.
learned. You're not supposed to learn anything. What do you do at your first stand-up show back?
I guess. What do I do at my first stand-up show back from the pandemic?
No.
Or just
From
in
the
general?
incident.
Oh, from that. I come in
There you go, Sue.
with a. Oh, I just fucking play it up. I just got. I just have like a fucking, like I just got slapped by God. I just have it like wrapped around. Like, okay, I learned my lesson, and like I have an arm broken for some reason.
I have an arm broken.
That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Well, the real. Oh my God, nice.
And and then I would make one of those videos as an apology video, kind of, but it would look like a Street Fighter when you lose. You know, where they're all bandaged up. That version.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
I am aware.
Sorry about the G.I. Jane joke, and that would be it.
So I think I go to my sound guy and give him the sound clip, and I come out to the Simpsons glove slap.
Right? That
Glove
was a
slap,
glove slap.
Baby glove slap.
Na-na-na-na.
Glove slap. Ain't gonna take that.
That was 100%. I laughed. I'm sorry. I people are like, what do you think about it? Like, I think it's funny when rich people slap each other, and and like especially the Oscars is already just a shit show. I like the theme of the Oscars because I still watch it. Just like, yeah, some movies are better, and we want to give those movies a little attention for those that didn't do as good in the box office that got creamed by Marvel this year.
Oh yeah.
So they're like, well, that's a funny thing. They want to like recognize the box office more because obviously that means things of quality, you know. That kind of thing.
Oscars the Grouch. Love it.
But the ironic thing about the Oscars is that what wins is the most technically safest and non-offensive because that's how the voting works.
Yep.
I saw a whole thing. It was actually really interesting. So like all the movies that like make you think, people don't like that anymore. It's like, you know, I didn't watch a movie to think. Like, what the hell? Give me an explosion, damn it! And so that's like the most inoffensive, like, yay, people should be people, is what wins a lot of times. Like Parasite was awesome.
Parasite was unbelievable.
That
What a
was an
great
exception.
Movie.
to
What
the
a
rule.
great movie.
Yeah.
No, I've enjoyed the movie scene this year. I mean, we've had some good ones that came out. I loved The French Dispatch. That's
I think I got
Are we
snubbed.
doing it? Are we doing it?
Oh, sure.
Dragon Reviews.
Dragon Reviews.
This is a new segment we were planning on adding.
Dragon Reviews.
So it's really funny. This segment isn't there so that we could review something every episode. It's there so that we can streamline it so we don't just talk about fucking movies the entire fucking time.
And, you know, we can review other things, too, with in depth
You're right.
that deserve
Ham
to be
skin.
Like
Fucking delicious.
1 star. Put my partner's foot deep in the grave. Because I saw that look in his eyes.
I will never forget
As he ate the ham skin.
your conviction of standing there like, you're not going to live to 40. I fucking died. That was so fucking funny.
I got you.
That
was
was
fun.
really good.
You were so just over it. Like, I'm eating ham skin.
Ham skin.
This is my life now.
This is what I do. It's crunchy. It's delicious. It's killing me. I love it.
So the French Dispatch.
French Dispatch. So, first thing I got to say, if you've ever been to an art museum and you would just like to see more art, watch the French. Literally just watch the opening scene of the French Dispatch, which is a still camera watching a tray being put together on a Lazy Susan. I'm telling you right now, that alone will give you the idea of what we mean when we say that this is literal art being shown. It had nothing to do with the movie. You are watching a moving piece of art. It is incredible. Literally the moment the movie started, I was invested fully. What a great way to open it. Going into the scene of the delivery of said tray with the overlay of the opening credits. Everything about this was so Wes Anderson, it hurt. I was blown away. I absolutely adore that movie and cannot recommend it enough.
Like, seriously, almost every shot when you're starting to watch, like, oh my God, it's just not stop. He's going all out.
Oh, yeah.
He's doing it. He's doing the full West. He just fucking DBZ powered. Like, I'm just gonna make every shot it's gonna be it's a half and half where it's balanced. It's gonna look flat as hell. The color's gonna be like, how the hell did they get there?
Multiple scenes during the movie, you will actually see every extra while doing their normal motions, just in the character. You watch them slowly stop moving, always for a reason. It's not like they just don't move. They're in the middle of a conversation. There's no reason for them to be moving. And as you're sitting there, you're realizing that with the camera still, the extras still, but the scene's still happening in front of you, letting the main character take the stage. They're literally performing in front of a piece of art that you expect to see in a museum.
It is really cool.
Wild how he is able to accomplish that. It is
Yeah.
so cool.
Hello,
Gaming Stuka.
Stuka. And the movie itself has it's kind of all over the place, which is cool. But yeah, I kind of have to. This has a lot of cool things about art and the creative process and France, and just it's fucking great. I honestly, you gotta check it out. And you take your museum dose, because like you're gonna see a lot of pretty pictures. If anything, the French Dispatch, Sudir.
Yes. It is something very unique and special, and it is. I think we did decide, and have heard this from other people. It is the most Wes Anderson movie that has ever been Wes Anderson.
Mm-hmm.
Like this, and don't get me wrong, my favorite will always be Grand Budapest Hotel. That movie
I get
blew
you.
me away. He has never gotten so close to the feel, but I think that was almost Fiennes.
Ralph Fiennes was
He is
awesome.
a god of actors, and I think that his push, being the main character in the Grand Budapest Hotel, him being the main character is what puts it over the edge. But just having a Wes Anderson movie again like this is unbelievable.
Favorite movie to watch while baked? For me, it's stupid movies. So off the top of my head, I'm just gonna say Mortal Kombat.
I hate to say it, it's my guilty pleasure. Is also my favorite high watch.
What's that?
It's Wild Wild West.
Oh,
It's so bad that I love it.
You get it. You get it. See, you said you don't like the oh, but you
Usually
enjoy
I
it
don't.
though.
Usually I do not like shitty movies. Wild Wild West is just something so.
It's so weird and stupid, and they
Yes.
tried, and it's like its own thing.
It is its own thing.
Wicked Wild
Giant
Wild
Spider
West.
Mech, exactly. Except
Yeah.
they're like, all right,
Fuck it. Steam powered mech with a racist guy who has no legs. Sure,
perfect.
I'm doing this.
Nailed it. Steam powered wheelchair, motherfucker.
Right.
It slaps.
And yes, because if someone dies, you can just shine a projector through their eyes. Just
Yep,
It's the
absolutely.
most bargain bin science that doesn't exist. I
This
loved it.
solved nothing. How will we use this? What if I turn it upside down? The solution! Ah! I was merely looking at it from the wrong angle and I couldn't tell. Slap!
Oh
Will
God.
Smith just slaps everyone.
Also, like any visually great movie, I really enjoy for other things that can't mention. What I know, like what substances.
They're talking about shrooms.
Yeah, exactly.
This is our shroom trip come down.
Just visually stunning stuff. Like I was planning to do Fantasia, and Fantasia 2000 are good for that. Short things that like just visually stunning stuff. I love for being high.
Kung Pao killed us. Kung Pao fucking killed us.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, Zan showed me that for the first time early in our relationship, and I had never seen it, and that was brutally brilliant.
I forgot I got to show you that.
Yep, you showed me that one for the first time, and we got to show Miko Airplane for the first time. Miko had never seen Airplane, and that
Then
was...
I got to show you the semi-serious Kung Pao, which was Iron Monkey.
Iron Monkey was fun.
If you've never seen Iron Monkey, that might be my favorite like martial arts movie that is fun, that just can just show people, and it's just wild, and it's directed by the guy who did the fights for the Matrix.
Yes.
So it's just insane, and just the things that, of course, they defy gravity, and those things when they do defy physics. It's like a punchline. It's like, what just happened?
Yes.
What? In the best way. It's not like cool. It's just like, that just happened. It's just like that kind of stuff that you just kind of accept and go along. I highly recommend that one.
Love Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I grew up on that. In fact, I used to watch the cartoon.
I have not seen
every
that one,
Saturday
actually.
morning.
I saw the Toxic Avenger, but I never saw the movie, or I just saw the cartoon, which is
Hold on,
weird.
did you say you have or have not seen Toxic Avenger?
I have not.
You have not seen it. You know that's a guy from my high school, right?
No.
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't like the director or anything. He went and worked for Troma, and he got a maiden job there. But yeah, a guy I used to perform with in high school is one of the main players over at Troma.
Oh, wow.
Super nice guy, too. We used to have a lot of fun on stage.
Mars Attacks.
Mars Attacks was
What a
great.
guilty pleasure. That's one that's
Continue, I need to use the rest
okay. But
I love Mars Attacks.
oh my, Killer Clowns from Outer Space gave me fucking nightmares when I was a kid, because those scenes where they could turn into cotton candy legit gave me fucking nightmares. And then they peel it back and you see the thing and everything. What was that? What was the other question I had? Ding Dong Slap Service. I mean, yeah, you know, you just you hear something in the back. If you hear the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air theme coming, you know you're about to get your comeuppance. Someone ordered a slap for you. And also, if you haven't seen the new Mortal Kombat, as I dump orange juice and champagne on the chair, the new Mortal Kombat, I will say, was just as fucking goofy. Good high watch. Very good high watch. Chris Titus was in Killer Clowns? I didn't know that. Was he just like an extra kind of thing? One of my favorite, honestly, my favorite movie, and if you were there, you know what I'm talking about. One of my favorite stupid movies that I love with a fucking passion, because you can never get all these actors in the same movie again, is The Quick and the Dead by Sam Raimi. And Sam Raimi directed fucking Evil Dead and Army of Darkness and the first couple, you know, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, those movies. It is just so fucking goofy. I absolutely adore it. Mad Mad World, I have not seen, actually. Alkali has, and he can probably get mad at me for not having seen it. I wanted to show him Digstown, which is a really fun movie. Of course, James Woods is a piece of shit, but he's really good at being James Woods. And it's kind of a boxing movie. There's like clever dialogue. I really enjoy Oliver Platt. The main bad guy is the guy who was, I think, he was the old general from The Hateful Eight, but he's great in there too, and that kind of thing. Who's directing the new Doctor Strange movie? Let me know. Which one are you talking about? Because I actually really enjoyed Doctor Strange, and because it's a fucking wizard, you know. It's like I don't normally like Marvel because there's always like pseudoscience behind it, and this one's just like, fuck it, magic. We're gonna have the White Queen teach you magic. Oh, Sam Raimi's doing Doctor. Oh my god, that's gonna be insane then. And that's perfect. That's honestly perfect for Sam Raimi because he just makes interesting movies. I'll just say that. Like, it's always visually a dragon loving a wizard. Is that a movie? Anyway, enjoying this fine glass. Oh, you're thinking Strange Love. I see. Doctor Strangelove is one of my all-time favorites. If you've never seen that, holy shit, you got to see it. Especially when growing up in the time when a nuke dropping was just a thing people talked about in the 80s. Like, yeah, that might happen. And we would have like movies like Spies Like Us and what was the Matthew Broderick one? War Games, where just the main plot is, yeah, we all might die in a nuclear bomb attack. I think the last one that really hit that nerve was probably True Lies, because terrorists are gonna get nuclear bombs, because that's what all the news was telling us at the time. Red Dawn, never saw that. I never saw that because I heard enough about that. America's Broken Arrow incidents. Oh, I don't want to look that up. Is that
what the fuck happened?
We're talking about nuclear weapons.
How the fuck?
I have ADHD. That's how. You can go back and watch the tape, and we can connect the dots.
You know what? That terrifies me.
John Travolta has a nuclear weapon. We have to send Christian Slater and a very inexperienced girl to save our planet. Another good bad watch. Watch Broken Arrow.
God.
It's really stupid. I loved it, and in all the worst ways. You get to see John Travolta impaled by a disarmed missile. Because it's fucking stupid. I love stupid movies. I wish you've gotten more of an appreciation for stupid movies. I showed you Jet Li's The One.
I was never
fun, right?
A big stupid movie person, but yes, you have shown me the error in my ways, and there are some good stupid movies.
Don't lose the Nookie Nukes.
Don't lose the Nookie Nukes.
We lost the Nookie Nukes. America has lost a lot of Nookie Nukes. Yeah. Where we put the Nookie Nukes? Don't know where the Nuki nukes.
Voltron boob missiles. What
Okay.
the fuck?
X and Div. I remember growing up. It's not Voltron. It was fucking Transor Z. That was Transor Z was the main robot, and he had a sidekick. They gave her the fucking robot. She just had boob missiles, and that's all they gave her. And then she would struggle, and then Transor Z had to come save her. But all she had was 2 boob missiles. And like she had nothing else to fucking fight with. And I'm just like, what the fuck is this? Goddamn. Yes. It was Voltron Princess's match. Oh, was Voltron? No.
Princess's mech.
Really? I thought the princess had a lion. Okay.
No, princess had boob missiles.
I believe it. It was a thing at the time.
Sometimes you need boob missiles.
We gotta go to the tape sometime. I gotta find the boob missiles.
I know that there's a transformer with tiger breast.
Ooh.
What?
Tiger breast? Is that their name?
Princess Boom Tits.
Oh, nuclear knockers.
Nope. Holy shit, that's great.
There you go.
Oh my god. Is the nuclear option just a cup size? D. Nukers.
Nukers. Over the shoulder lifer ender.
All right. Thank you, whoever started that. Somebody
Boom.
took credit.
I like Princess Boob Tits.
Slippery Stallion, what have you done?
Anyway, back to the movie. The French Dispatch.
I give it 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10 mimosas?
9 out of 10 mimosas. Where's your mimosa?
It's gone.
Still have a lot of champagne.
I give it, I got 14 out of 15 still shots that shouldn't be still, but we've accepted this, so.
We've accepted this. It is written.
It is written. And honestly, it's really cool. I was watching a Wes Anderson thing. He was talking about, like, creating a movie. And, like, we could have had this chase scene. It could have cost $1 billion or something. Or we can just do it this other way. And it's still creative. Like, you got a fucking point, man.
I
like,
much prefer, yeah.
It's so much more freeing, too. Because, like, yes, there's the thing that I was expecting. Or we can just represent this with a cat. You know, like.
Yes. I love shit. When that kind of shit works, it is magical.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
How does it compare to the French Mistake?
The French Mistake.
Is that when we ran MST3K in France?
No, that's the song musical they have in, the French Mistake. Boom, boom.
I did not.
Put out your hands, stick out your tush.
Oh, that?
Yeah, that's
the French Mistake? I did not know that.
Yep. That is
Dom
from
DeLuise done it.
Blazing Saddles.
Yes.
Anyway.
I love Blazing Saddles.
When was Bowsette coming to? Apparently there's a more Mario Kart level.
There are new Mario Kart levels,
Yeah.
and we'll probably play those early on in our multiplayer Mondays.
That would be a good one because it's something a lot of people can jump into. We know we all have that, so.
We do apologize. That won't be this week. There is a card problem that we need to be able to hook our Nintendo through the stream. That is a problem. We've actually, if you guys didn't notice, at one point we stopped doing Mario Drug. We didn't stop doing that by choice. The card had a problem once, and we were never able to get it to fucking work properly again. So we'll work on that and get it fixed.
Yeah. I wonder if the OBS update made our other camera give the max headroom, but I mean, I'm cool with this. We'll figure it out. And we got nice. I like higher frame rates. It's like we're in your living room.
I still can't tell the difference when you.
Oh my god! Yes, Alkali can't tell the difference between frame rates. It's my thing.
Yep, that is 100% a you thing.
I know.
I'm watching Futurama totally pixelated, and they're just, what are you doing? I'm like laughing my ass off at that square.
I can notice frame rates more than, what do you call it? More than resolution, obviously, because of my shitty eyes. But like, if something moves smoother, I can very much pick that out more than a lower frame rate. But anyway,
Rock and Roll Dragon understands they had a capture card for the Switch. It is a pain.
Yeah.
What? Support your local sheriff.
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 Oh.
I believe we have another question.
Oh, yes. I'm so sorry.
Question number 2.
Question 2.
Is that what we have this week too?
Yes.
Okay.
Please send us more questions. We got y'all question masters out there, so I will send out a new thread after this.
We got a little less than 50 minutes for the chat, so we'll be going to you guys for questions in a second.
And
however,
to be fair, we haven't been on. So
oh yeah,
I totally understand.
Not. No,
they're like they might get to it, and there were a lot of times where we were interrupted and we couldn't use questions. So obviously that won't be happening anymore.
Yeah, no, that was probably the hardest part about all this is knowing that I've always wanted to do more with the Dragon Show and more with streaming and more with you guys. And every time we would do, well, just now, literally going to the bathroom just now, you know what just happened to me? I fucking went blind because I'm so used to, if we're streaming, it must be the middle of the night because that is the only time I will ever have time to stream. Because the weekends, if we weren't working on a convention, we were working on setting up a con. I might have even been working over the weekends. Like, who the hell knows? And now all of a sudden I walk out the door. I'm like, oh, it's noon. And I'm blinded by the light. So I wasn't ready. I genuinely was not ready to walk out of the garage into the sun for a break during our show.
That's funny.
I was not ready.
You're like,
It kind of fucked with me.
That's
dude.
hysterical.
It really kind of fucked with me.
I'm sure you're like, I'm working right now and I'm peeing. What's happening?
I mean, that's been all week.
Yeah, I'm sure.
One of the things, obviously, the first thing I did is I sat down, I opened a Trello board, and literally every thought I have, it's like, okay, what do I need to do to survive? What do we need to do for the Dragon Show? What do we need to do for dinner tonight? Because I like to stay organized.
Ham skin.
Yeah, I am not used to not going at full force for my entire work day. So what keeps happening is we'll sit down and like, I thought of something, and then I run inside and I do something, come back like, okay, I've thought of something, and I run inside. Yeah, I'm not ready for this. I don't know.
You are not ready.
I don't know how to do this.
Remember the Sony PlayStation? That was the advertising.
You are not.
You are not ready. Regda.
Hello, Regda.
Asks, you need to sell action figures of yourselves for the Dragon Show merch. What cool features does your figurine do, and what accessories does it include? Oh boy, this is going to be good.
Kung Fu grip, but it fits only along the other toys' necks.
That's not where I thought you were going with that, but that definitely works. So Alkali with Kung Fu grip?
Kung Fu grip, only the necks.
Holy shit.
I'm amused. Shut up.
All right. What do I have? I have Kung Fu grip just somewhere else. What?
Zanny's comes with Velma-esque style glasses that never stay on. My glasses!
My glasses, except it's my contacts. So that's the fun part of my action figure. You can lose the contacts really easy, just like real life. And they'll pop out as you're playing with it, and you're like, fuck! And you're like, it's a Zanny experience.
I'll tell you this right now, when we start doing our solo player games and you guys all get to experience gaming with Zanny, the absolute best. Like, right, ready for the fight scene? Yes. Stop. Wait. Stop. Hold on. Yeah, you're dead. That's okay. Hold on. 1 second. Okay. I'm ready. Oh, I died.
Anti-Zanny boob missiles. It's coming.
Anti-Zanny boob missiles. Trying to think for... Okay. All right. Fucking gay popcorn? Yes. My action figure is microwave safe. So you can put it in the microwave and fill it with like 8 kernels of popcorn. But it's a residual heat that actually is exemplified throughout the action figure. So you fill it with popcorn kernels, you put it in the microwave for no more than 1.5 minutes, you take it out, and as you're playing with it, the friction of playing plus the residual heat from the microwave pops the kernels, and they just shoot out of my fucking head.
Ooh.
Just like, bam, bam, and just a popcorn kernel out of nowhere. Random times, you never know it's popcorn. It's kind of chaotic and crazy. So, I mean, it's put out a lot of kids' eyes. So, yeah, it's going to injure you.
You signed the paper. Look, it's right there on the back. The consent form comes with the action figure. You might get blinded by popcorn. These are the risks you take. But it's worth it. It's such a good action figure.
Truly is.
The kids love it. You'd be doing your kids a disservice if you don't get them possibly blinded by popcorn with Alkali's poppin' mouth.
Poppin' mouth. All right, hear me out. My action figure, life size. 6'7" action figure.
What the fuck?
Posable. You can pose it. But the weird thing is, when we first produced them, we didn't know if it was going to be a children's baby toy or just a normal toy. So we accidentally left in the urinating feature. So it's a life-size toy with a 1-gallon tank. And every few hours, it just pisses itself. Just randomly wherever it is for a full gallon. And it comes with a packet so you can make the piss.
It's
Don't
my
worry.
ferret.
Exactly.
It's just hauling a huge, looks like a dead, is that a dead body? No, it's my ferret.
It's my ferret. That's just a fountain of urine coming out of the wheelbarrow that you're using to carry it around in.
Tips up the head. Popcorn.
Popcorn. Oh my God, what is happening? That's right, my ferret. With popcorn basin that will randomly pop sometimes in the middle of the night. Open the mouth and see if you got a tasty treat. Also, it urinates randomly. Don't forget to fill the tank, because if you don't, then it's a number 2.
Yeah, I bought this for my daughter, and it just randomly said it's 420, bitch. And it wasn't even 420 on top of that, which, is another one of my complaints. So not only is it telling my kid to do drugs, it's not right about the time either. So that's a double whammy.
Well,
and two wrongs don't make a right.
That's okay. 2 wrongs may not make a right, but 420 wrongs make for a good time because you didn't know about the second basin. That's right. Stored within that ferret's chest will be an entire
My ferret keeps saying, I'm Batman.
That's right, an entire condensed chamber of nothing but incredibly addictive hot smoke that'll randomly shoot out of its ears anytime your child shows it love.
What's that smell? Oh, that's his jacket.
What's that smell? Smells like fun.
Is your life incomplete? Well, get my ferret. Why?
We don't know, but we feel better. The entire commercial is just done in a fucking fog-filled room.
Yes. My feisty ferret. Oh, that's the add-on. I mean...
There are no add-ons. They were not approved by the FCC.
Yes, to get your
The
add-ons.
Federal Cock Commission did not approve the add-ons.
To get your add-ons for your Zanny... You have to get a couple letters, and it's a real pain in the ass. It's and then you might get it.
All right, hear me out. The full-size Zanny toy, it doubles as a bong. And we all know where you got to pull from. So now the question is, how do you load it?
In my ass? I don't know.
That's right.
God damn it.
That's right. The Zanny doll, now coming with a 1/4 pound of keef. Form it into a dildo and shove it right up there. She's so hot, she lights it on her own.
I'm a dragon. I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Oh, God.
Right?
Oh, God.
I came with my own light.
Oh, my God.
Right?
Oh, my God. Is your toy on fire? No, it's just Wednesday.
That's just Zanny. Oh, it's okay. Just give her some chips. It'll be fine.
Oh, God. Yes, that is a true story. I met Status's father, who immediately told me I was a bad influence on his little girl at the time. And I was like, yes, I'm sorry.
Ah!
Is there anything else you need, sir?
What have you done?
Oh, Tekel, we know.
We have ruined lives. We've been around long enough that we have, Yeah, it's kind of weird.
See, I think we've ruined just as many lives as we've helped, though, so
That's
it
fair.
balances
No,
out.
yeah.
It was I actually have not told this story, but it's one of my favorite memories of furry. I got to see a mother who was there with her younger child at IFC one year, and the child was obviously very excited to finally be, I don't know if it was at a furry con or maybe just out. I have a feeling that this child did not get to do a lot of things that they were super interested in. And I found the mother in the hallway, and she was not doing well. And I talked to her for a little while, and I realized, like, oh my God, I know exactly what's going on, because she was telling me, like, oh, we came here together, and he's over here, and he wants to do this, and he's so angry. And I'm like, my friend, I also had a mother at one point, and I remember how grateful and wonderful that I was that she would take me to these places, but he's here now. He's among a bunch of people. You need to understand that your young man is wanting to branch out on his own in this wonderful community. It has nothing to do with you, and you're, in fact, are so wonderful for being here and all this. And I reminded her, like, yes, it's very hard for you because you are actually watching an expedited factor of your young man growing up. He has found his community. He was at improv. I mean, he was really diving deep headfirst into the community, and I don't think she was ready for that. And then I got to the charity auction, and the two of them are in the back of the room, and the item up for bid at IFC comes up, and it is very furry centric, and she raises her hand and bids. And I see him kind of shrink into the corner, and it took me a second to realize, oh my God, she's bidding for herself. She got so into the community. I wish I saw them since then, but like, what a wonderful little family to just come and hang out. And the mom wanted to be a part of the kid's life, and the kid, being a young man, a young adult, yeah, he was just like, no, I can't be around my mom. He wasn't old enough to realize like how wonderful it is to have family and this thing involved.
Absolutely.
And it was really it was an interesting experience, and I remember that one.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
We're going to have another influx of new furs, I'm sure, because we got the Panda movie out, Red Panda movie, and it was like, people are like, wow, that's furry. And there's going to be a ton of people that say, what's furry? And then that's it. That's it. And then you find your people, and you're like, yep, I want to go to there.
I want to go to there.
Yeah.
Now that's kind of what happened with what was the other movie? Fantopia.
Zootopia.
Zootopia, yeah. I remember when that one first came out, a ton of new people showed up in the furry film. Like, oh, how did you find this? And it was like, well, I wanted to try everything. Well done.
I've told this story a billion times. Like, I tried doing the gay dating scene on Yahoo groups and all sorts of stuff, and it was weird at the time, and there was a weird elitist vibe at the time because of, what was that? The makeover show was a big thing. Like, oh, honey,
Queer
you don't
Eye
have
for the straight guy.
yeah, you don't have fucking share in your collection. Get the fuck out of my car. It was like there was a weird tinge to that, but then I found like oh my God, it's like everyone's queer friendly and everyone's nerds and this is awesome, and I was like, I'm never leaving.
Yeah.
So
yeah. No, it's just a great community, and yes, I after when COVID really takes a back seat, when all of us are just like, yes, this is either a total part of our life, and we're all getting monthly COVID vaccines, which is what I'm assuming it's going to be. Once cons are back in full swing, I am very interested to see the numbers. Uh-oh.
Zootopia ACAB but hot. Sorry.
What?
Oh God, nothing. Oh, they became a furry because of us. Do you see that?
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Ocean, that's so sweet. Well, I'm glad that we could help you find this place. This is a wonderful place to be.
Thank you, I think. I'm sorry?
80s anime about of wild dogs fighting a giant bear is how Doberman got in. Yes, Nisbet, I did see the MCFC charity numbers. They did a wonderful job.
Hell yeah.
Along with Drunken Doodles, a huge congratulations to Drunken Doodles for pulling off they got a STEAM award, one that I've been working on and had never been able to accomplish, even the year that I helped out Fox and Pepper get their $10,000 donation. I have never beat the charity auction with one of my panels as far as donation numbers go. And doodling, Drunken Doodles beat the charity auction at MCFC, making $7,000 on the nose. So congratulations.
Congrats to
the
them.
Drunken Doodles panel. That was so cool. I cannot wait to see that panel.
Yeah, I popped my head in,
go.
and it's super cool. And I was on my way to somewhere. Obviously, I probably did one of yours, but just a lot of cool energy. People are making art, and people get to see the art. There's a good display of that. There's both a show aspect and art being created, and furries are totally into that. So I'm glad they found like a really cool panel.
Oh, yeah.
It's a perfect fit.
Absolutely. No, it really was. MCFC was just an absolute blast this year. Status ran a new panel. Status, could you post the name of that panel? I'm having trouble remembering it right now. There was a questions panel where we had to come up with smart-ass
Question
questions.
this, I believe?
Question this, that's it. Yes, we
Yes.
did question this, and we had to do the answers. Oh, thank you, Status. Status is going to post the link. I appreciate
wonderful.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, very fun panel. Very interesting, seeing as it was literally minutes after I'd found out I was fired. So, found out I can still do improv when screaming silently on the inside.
Oh, that's cool. Ketchup Kitty was one of the artists for Drunken Doodles. That's wonderful.
Oh, were they? I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
cool,
That's
cool.
awesome. And Status has
There
just
you go.
posted the link. Thank you very much, Status.
So if you're curioso.
Yeah, no, MCFC was a really good time, as usual. I always do enjoy that con. That hotel is something. That is a terrifying, as a convention organizer, there's one thing that I see every time I walk into that hotel, and it scares the shit out of me. But it works because of the low number of floors. It does work.
Okay.
The fact that they only have 2 elevators.
Oh my God, yeah.
Terrifying. We get into elevators. I'm like, okay, no one move. If we break this, we ruin the con. Like,
I will always take the stairs if it's less than 20 floors, or even if it's more. I will sometimes get my cardio in for the day.
yes.
Do them stairs.
Nisbet, I'm sure. You're part of my family. What you feel, I laugh at.
Yes. But yeah.
That was a very good time there. And as always, a huge shout out to everyone who makes their hospitality sweet. That beer, their ciders, everything that they do to get us drunk. Thank you so much. Keep your eyes on that event, too, because next year we had a panel idea this year that obviously we couldn't make happen because we got it at the con. But I think next year we're going to have a very, very unique panel that only works at MCFC. So keep your eyes open for that one. Myself and Pepper
Exciting.
Came up with something very stupid and possibly very fun.
Oh, hey, speaking of cons, what's in a couple of weeks?
Oh, God. Oh, God. It's First Squared. Oh, God.
First Squared's coming.
It's happening. It's happening,
First
everyone.
Squared's coming.
First Squared is back with a vengeance.
You can all give Alkali his post-job hug.
I will see you all there.
I don't know how we'll be doing as far as COVID safety, so I shouldn't say that. So, yeah, sorry.
If nothing else, if we can't give hugs, I will bring some rope. We'll have post-con bondage, just a loving bondage. You just tie them up really quickly and go, oh, it's so warm. And then you untie them. And that's a COVID hug. And if they're not wearing a mask, you put a mask on them while they're tied up. That's the other part. It's like
Jesus Christ.
And since it's First Squared, we will be stapling masks to you because that's First Squared.
That's First Squared, baby.
I will also be at AC, yes. It is weird letting conventions know. It's like, hey, remember how I told you I wouldn't be there till Friday? When do you want me to show up? March? Yeah, okay. I got time. Like, oh, fuck. That was, I think that was one of the funniest parts about MCFC to me. So it was not my first thought, but a very early thought about being fired is, hey, now I don't have to leave on Saturday.
What the fuck?
Like, how dumb is it that I was at a point, like, in my life weeks ago? We're talking about, like, a point in my life.
Yeah.
Weeks ago, where I was, this is real. The plan was on Thursday night, which I was supposed to have off, which got taken away, I was supposed to be at MST3K, but instead I worked till 2 in the morning, got in my car, drove to the convention, arrived at 7 a.m., was up for opening ceremonies, had a full schedule on Friday, and then Saturday night, my last panel got out at 9:30. I was going to jump in the car, head home, and then open the desk by myself Sunday morning for the thing I described to you at the beginning of the show, the insanity, which is a Sunday. I was ready to do that. Thank you so much for the follow, Binks.
Yeah.
I was ready to fucking do that after having slept for a grand total of like 4 hours in 2 days. And then all of a sudden, I got to stay around with my friends, and we found a storage container on site that was open, and that just became our smoking lounge.
Gotta love that shit. That's wonderful.
I love the shipping crate. The shipping crate was the best.
The box, our fun box. Oh, that sounds bad. But what? What?
Our fun box.
That's our fun box. It was like, and you could film a Linkin Park video in there, or the Fire Starter guy, whatever.
If you don't know what we're talking about, MCFC must have a storage outside of the hotel. Oh, hello, Binks. Shout out to people working this. No one. Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, Binks, you rock. Dude, that's sweet. And a huge shout out to all of us that are just trying to make it.
Yeah.
So, and yes, I'm very aware that they turn them into mobile home status. So the MCFC hotel must keep their extra chairs and stuff like that for major events, like, you know, a FurryCon showing up and taking the hotel in giant shipping containers outside. So we were parking the car and we realized there's just this giant empty shipping container in the parking lot of MCFC. And cannabis may be legal, I am still aware that there are people who are in jobs that cannot be around that smoke. The smoking area to me is for the smokers. You're there, you have an addiction, you're going to smoke. That does not mean that I should be over there with my cannabis smoke, especially for people who can smoke at their jobs but can't smoke weed. That's not cool. So we try to find a different place to smoke at cons. And here we are in the parking lot, and we find a giant shipping container that we can close on one side and be out of the elements and just stand in there and hotbox ourselves. So this steamrolled out to, how much does it cost to ship a shipping container? Can we nail down a bunch of furniture? What would it take to build our studio, our garage in a shipping container and just take it to cons with us? Put a little bar in the back, charge $20 an hour. I will bartend, and you can show up in the red velvet lounge. So shag carpeting, wall to wall, on the walls. Who the fuck cares? A big old smoking lounge that travels with us con to con, and me in the back like, would you like a cocktail? No? How about some weed?
What does Alkali do when he's not high? He plans shit. What does he do when he actually is high? He just keeps fucking planning shit. It just gets weird.
It just gets weird. Rock and Roll Dragon would be awesome. It would be awesome. Right, Bear? That's usually the question I ask myself. If somebody else did my plan, would I partake in it? Would I partake in a fucking kick-ass lounge in the parking lot of a FurCon to smoke with my friends and strangers for an hour in a safe, controlled environment? Oh my God, yes! So yeah, once I figure out how to ship them for cheap, I'll figure it out.
It's going to happen. You have a billion business ideas. One of them's bound to happen.
Sooner or later.
Oh... Alkali's grand plans. Like, all right, so hear me out.
Zima, you're in.
And that's how it starts. That's usually how First Squared starts, except there wasn't even weed involved. It was just like, this is what happened.
Slippery Stallion brings up an interesting point.
What's that?
We could just do that in a school bus. If we gutted the whole thing.
Ooh, that would be a magic school bus.
That would be a very magic school bus.
All right, kids, we're going to learn how to get drunk. Can't we just read a textbook? I'm with that kid. The cool bus.
Do you see what Biggest said?
What?
Benny, they're less common, but they make RVs in a living room format.
Ooh.
See, if we could get like a double wide
Seat
RV.
belts, everyone.
Seat belts.
I'm driving. Before the magic kicks in, it's just hitting a bunch of people. But that's okay, because the magic brings them back.
All right, hear me out. I give a free preview to the entire board of directors of whatever con we show up to. But then, once they get in and nice and stoned, I just close everything up and drive them to a new location and don't tell them. We get out, it's like, all right, so here's how it's going to work. You're reducing your cost by $5. We're giving 10% to charity.
It's a magic.
You want to go back to the con? You will agree to my demands.
See, that's the trick status. They'll think they're not going to learn something, but they'll learn things.
The magic cool bus.
The magic cool bus.
I love the magic cool bus, son of a bitch.
Holy shit.
The Dragon Show tour bus. Oh my God, Coda, it would be. All right, everyone keep your eyes out. We're looking for, what do you call those things? Auto auctions. You know, like
the magic cool bus.
Hear me out. The cops impounded an RV's like, this is just a drug den. We're like, we'll buy it. What are you going to use it for? A legal drug den. Good job, capitalists. Here's your fancy wheeled house.
And well, like I said,
a felony on wheels.
A felony on wheels. We can change the name of it depending on where we go. Like we go to the next suburban where we know it's going to be brunch and like all housewives. We'll just call the place Cheryl's Smashed.
Cheryl's Smashed.
Because like yeah, you don't know why or what she's smashed on. It could be many things.
Martha's drunk again.
Martha's meth.
Martha's meth. Oh my God. Oh Lord. Status? Oh no.
And after that, you got to try Pearl's PCP. I'm sorry.
Craig's Coke is really selling well this week.
We literally saw. I wish I took a picture. We were grocery shopping, and there's something that says "Just Crack Nuts" or something like that. But all I saw was "Just Crack."
Just crack.
Hey, Alkali, it's just crack.
Just crack.
It's like, wait a minute. Is that the non-GMO? Is that the GMO, not naturally raised crack? No, it's just crack.
I loved that. If you didn't notice, that entire aisle at the store cleared out as we were sitting there, like, just crack, because we could not stop. We probably said just crack about 40 times. That store hates us.
Zanny Xanax. That's what I would have. I think we already figured that one out.
Quinn's Quaaludes.
Quinn's Quaaludes.
All right. Do you want a drug named after you? Show up to the
Karen's Ketamine.
Nice, Karen's Ketamine.
I love that.
Don't be a Karen. Try Karen's.
Oh shit.
Oh, we are so gonna get canceled immediately for this. Holy
Tanya's
shit.
Toads. Just lick them. You go places.
We liked it, Nisbet. We liked it a lot. That's actually that panel we were talking about a little bit ago. That's where we came up with it. We were talking at the Sunday night
fuck.
sushi. Mary fuck.
Mary fuck.
Status's sobriety will be so. Actually, Status, here's a fun one for you. I actually found this a while ago. It's Native American pipe tobacco.
Nice.
It's a bunch of different, basically, they're fun little tobacco substitutes that have no tobacco in them, but they're all natural and you can put it in a pipe to smoke. So yes, that would be Status's sobriety. They had one that was like for dreams. Genuinely loved it. It had a beautiful, like, earthy aroma. It really classed up the whole room while making it look like you were inside of some kind of Cheech and Chong painting. I don't know.
Alkali's Adderall.
Alkali's acid. Don't be basic.
That's great.
Kage Kush. Kage Kush is great.
Well then, I seem to be snockered. Oh, what's in this wine?
I mean, Dragor was kind of like cake tobacco. It was very interesting. I liked it. But then, of course, because it's me and I can never remember not to inhale if I'm smoking a cigar or a pipe anymore because I'm just so used to smoking weed. I'm like, oh, very good. Fuck.
If furries named drugs, it's gonna happen, Barry. It's happening.
So they got boozy hash. No, boozy block of keef. Just a fucking brick.
Boozy's brick. I love Boozy's brick. Here. First it knocks you out, then it knocks you out.
There you go. Yeah.
I like Boozy's brick.
Boozy's blunt. There you go. Boozy's blunt. That's a good one.
Perfect. Wedding cake we have had, actually. Yes.
Yes, we have. Yeah, I think actually we passed on the wedding cake strain this weekend because the place by us, I've started to make friends there, and they are letting us know when they get mutant strains in. So every time I go, they're just like, "Oh, did you want what you ordered, or do you want our new mutant strain?" I'm like, "Oh, what is it?" They go, "You don't care. It's 31%." I'm like, "There we go. That's what I wanted to hear."
Pepper's peyote. You see a coyote before taking this one.
That's fucking good.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I'm glad you like that.
I like that one a lot.
And it's not even Johnny Cash. Yeah.
Skylar, that would be the rule. If Alkali won't do the drug, it won't be available. So no heroin. God damn it.
Is Alkali the test? You're just like the king's fool? Well, let's see if Alkali has any of this drug. You're just like, it's like, yeah, but he can take all the drugs, so I'm not sure this is a good idea or not.
Look, everyone here is aware of what my job was before this weekend. I have tried a majority of the drugs. We can safely say that it was a bad idea. So,
you could make furry-themed drugs if you make a pharmacy. Like for the Adderall, it just says a werewolf.
God
there you go.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Gunsmith, if you are asking me if I'm allowed to tell stories about work, we're going to hold off on that for a little bit longer. But yeah, I have stories for you guys.
You got stories.
Honestly, part of it is I don't want to tell them right now because, you know, there's still stuff going on as far as my exit. And part of it is I have to think about that place right now because it's obviously affecting my life. But I don't want to think about that place right now. I like what I'm doing with you guys. But yeah, there'll be stories. There'll be a ton of Kage's Crank. That's a good one.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for following.
Thank you for the follow. We really appreciate it.
Yes. And we will be, like I said, what's our general, what's our schedule for this week?
All right, really quick, because we got about 15 minutes left. We're about to go to questions from you guys. So if you guys have any questions for us, let us know. But that's going to be Sunday morning brunch, which is what you've just experienced. Then we're going to be doing multiplayer Mondays, where we play a game and get on Discord. People will be allowed to join us. You will be part of the show.
That'll be at night?
Yes, that'll be at night. We want to keep an eye on the Twitter, but we think it's 7 to 9 Central Time. But I don't want to announce that till we are absolutely sure. Then we will be back on Wednesday for I keep forgetting what this one is called.
Wednesday, Heroic Hump Day.
Heroic Hump Day, where myself and Sandy play a single-player game, usually a game that you guys can interact with while playing with us, so that the audience is always involved. And then, of course, for Thursday, Billiards But Thursday. Billiards But Thursday, where Zanny and I challenge each other to first to 5 on multiple games of pool, usually switching off between 9-ball and 8-ball, and do a pseudo podcast format. So basically what we're doing now, talking with all y'all while playing pool and making stupid, silly bets, sometimes with you guys as well.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, don't forget to tune in, like and subscribe and do all that stuff, because it looks like... So last night I went to bed knowing that we were going to do this today. I have been panicking. I went to bed so early because I'm like, oh, I need sleep so that I'm able to function tomorrow, because I've never done this on 2 hours of sleep. And then Zanny came to bed 2 hours before the show came on. Yeah, just just crawling into bed. And I'm like, hey, robot lady, what time is it? She's like, you don't want to know.
I'm sorry. I just want to make sure everything was as I could.
Apologize. You made everything perfect. You don't not need to. But, you know, we're on the skin of our teeth. But as of last night, I thought for sure that we were going to come on today and do a really fun cast with all of our friends and let you guys know that next weekend we'll be doing a big announcement for everyone that we'll be advertising for and getting our friends involved in. So keep your eyes open for that. Next week, we'll be doing a much bigger show with a lot of our friends.
We're going to announce the other Patreon levels.
Yep.
As far as what the awards for those will be. The only thing we revealed today is we're doing the character art thing, which you can jump on if you like or whatever. And I'll just show you there real quick. I will draw y'all in the end of our videos so that you are with us at the end of our videos for the big thank you and when we do that. So hopefully you will be interested in that. And we do one of those every month. So if you need character art, there's that at the $40 level.
Skylar, we are not at that point yet, but I am still doing the last of the planning. So let me get back to you on that. Thank you, everyone. I genuinely didn't think this was a possibility last night. I thought we were grasping at a straw and just going to have some fun with our friends and then move forward. And the fact that this actually looks like it's a possibility is breaking me right now. I love you all so much and everything that you do. And just thank you for being part of this amazing community and being part of my life. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, it really hit me, especially going through transition, just how much the fandom's been there for me. I really just, you don't expect it as much as y'all are there for us, and it really is so important that y'all have our backs, especially when you go through shitty things at home with, you know, the family you can't choose. So
yeah,
it's very, very.
Thank you, Rob.
Very helpful, to say the least. So it's seriously, we love y'all, and let's answer a few more questions before we just fucking. Yeah, you get it.
I think my old coworkers did the best. So when this first happened, my phone was going crazy at the convention, and then all of a sudden it stopped because I was not answering. Turns out that the reason it stopped was Tom told all of them what I was doing. Well, it was all happening. It's like, guys, Dan's with the furries right now. Do you think he needs us? They are getting him so drunk. They all thought that I was destroyed, like power binge drinking for a weekend with all you guys, and that's why I wasn't answering my phone. But at the end of the day, what it was they all knew that I was with the furries and that I'd be fine. And that's kind of cool that even people have very, very furry adjacent. They work with me. They barely know what furry is. Like, oh, he's with them? No. He's going to be fine. Like, that's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you. Kiri says we're adorable as a couple.
Even though
it's like orange juice and sadness.
We've been through some ups and downs, had to deal with stuff. You're like, I'm gonna change my. I'm gonna get a beard. Okay, I'm gonna change my gender.
I will not. I promise, no more changes. You went up me so hard. I really feel horrified. Like a life change.
Okay, y'all. I when I came to since I'll tell this story now.
Oh God.
You know I'm about to tell.
Oh God, not this.
It's good. So when I first came to Alkali, what are you doing? What? What's so funny?
I'm hiding.
Okay. When I first came to you and you're like, hey, you've seen my art over the years. I get that. And then you're like, yeah. Like, well, I talked to someone and there's been a lot of things I didn't know of the advancements that you can get that done, and it's a thing that you can do now easier. And you're just like, yes, you can do that. And I cried, and you held me and stuff. And that was wonderful. I'm leaving part out. I'm gonna say it. Don't worry. So I used to have a joke, and I said this immediately after. I said, "Hey, you remember how that joke at my first stand-up? How there's all sorts of involved with getting a vagina, where you have to like, I can barely take care of my cat, and that's a low maintenance pussy, and this is a high maintenance pussy." And I said, "Well, the cat's dead, so I got time.
Dying.
I got time. I can do that now." So
this is how they came out to me. But also, all right, cards on the table. I did not help.
sorry.
Zanny has the tendency to preface news with, "I'm about to give you news." And then they him and they haw for half an hour while they work up the gusto to tell me said news. Thank you for the follow build into games. So I have a way to counteract this. So when Zanny starts trying to tell me news and then hims and haws, I hold my breath.
Yes.
So we are laying in bed, like, "I need to tell you something." I'm like, "Okay, what's up?" "Well, there's oil in the ground, and when oil is older,
You're like, what the fuck are you telling me?
And so finally I was just like, "Zanny," like, no, not this. No, you need to let me. No, you need to. And I just laid there holding my breath while they went over all the reasons I can't do this to them, like an asshole, like I'm a total monster.
You did fucking pull that shit right
Absolutely
away, too.
pull
I'm
that
like,
shit. You constantly. You remember? Let's go over the last ones that weren't coming out as a sex change. Like, "I need to tell you something. I put a slight scratch in the car." Like, oh my god! I accidentally put a hole in the wall. Oh my god, how big? Like finger sized. Okay. I'm like, all right, I'm holding my breath. I'm holding my breath. You gonna tell me? What is this? Did you put another hole in the wall? Did you put a thumbtack in the wall? Did you make a stain on the floor? I think I'm a girl. Oh fuck, I'm an asshole. That was the entire night. Like,
doesn't make you an asshole. I'm scared.
I'm an asshole.
No, you're not. I'm like, my very gay boyfriend. Is he going to be cool with this? We'll see what happens.
Tell them the first thing I asked you. Because, again, I'm an asshole. What was my first question?
Oh, yeah. How are we going to pay for this? They're like, you're right. I'm like, JB Pritzker's got my back. Like, we just had an election. The shit's on Medicare. I'm figuring this shit out.
Pouring your soul out to me. I'm like, how much is it going to cost?
Right?
The first question.
And you're like, oh, really? Really?
That's great. You can shut up. And then
yeah.
But
he got enough of that shit. Yeah.
What was my second question?
Oh, fuck. What was your
Can I still bang you up the ass?
Oh, my God. Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right, then we're cool.
Road not closed.
Road not closed. Oh, my God.
We're not. You're never gonna close
Right
down
next
that
to
highway. Is that okay?
It's
Like I said, Old Faithful is still open for business. What? All right.
Oh, fuck. We have about 7 minutes left. Before we go, I just want to ask Boozy, are you streaming right after us? And Zan, do you know how to pass us over to Boozy? Do you know how to do that yet?
Do you /raid?
Okay, so first off, we have 2 questions. Boozy, are you streaming right after us? And question number 2, how to forward slash? Okay, so Dragger says /.
Okay,
but I don't
that.
see Boozy in here, so maybe they're setting up. I don't know. If anyone can tell us, if anyone knows if Boozy is streaming right after us, and if not, if anyone else is okay. Om is streaming. Okay. All right, so there's how it works.
Okay. I can do that.
All right, before we pass over to Nom, I want to make sure that Boozy is not streaming, as seeing as, oh my God, shout-outs.
Oh, shit, shout-outs. Shout-out. Oh, we didn't do shout-outs.
We got time. We're good.
Yes.
We got 6 minutes.
So those who give us shout-outs, we randomly pick, and we're going to make it more fun. They're actually physically, so you can see which ones we're actually fucking picking. So, yeah.
All right. Our first shout-outs. It's in a red Solo cup. Boom, boom, boom. Shout-outs. Oh, God, I didn't think this be enough. Boom, boom, boom. You guys are so fucking kind. I can't believe that my friends are you're mine. Shout-outs. I wonder who is next. I need your help reading
Yep,
your...
I got you. Eddie the Weather Fox.
Eddie the Weather Fox, thank you so much for your patronages.
This is probably backwards, but who knows? I don't know.
Eddie the Weather Fox, we've already talked about where their name came from, the controlling of the weather. But here's the bigger question. Where did their middle name come from? What parent would give the middle name the? Well, I'll tell you right now who does that. English majors. Because we found out something crazy today. Well, actually a few days ago, and this is real. There is a theory out there, a theory basically pertaining to the English language of how often a word is used. So let's take a book like any major book. So let's go with the Bible. That nonsense. If you count up the number of times the top word in the Bible is used, which, by the way, that word is the, if you count that up, the next most used word will come in at the integer of it. So the first word is the, 1-to-1, 100%. The first word is the. Take that number and then divide it by a half, 1/2. That's how many times the second number used word will be used. 3 would be 1/3. That's how many... This is apparently a thing in the English language that carries over to most languages, that carries over to so much of what goes on in the world. We will find this video and send it out to you guys, but the idea that there is literally a math equation judging how many times we use a word in the normal English language is mind-boggling to me. It was a 2-hour video. I never stopped. They left. They were just like, I'm going to go do anything else. I'm like, I understand. I'm learning math. So, Eddie the Weather Fox, just so you know, your middle name is not only the most used word in the language, but it starts the process of figuring out how many is used for the second word. Congratulations, Eddie the Math Weather Fox.
Hell yeah. That was very interesting.
It was an insanely interesting video. I broke my brain.
It just shows you how predictable humans can be when we have to do a language. Okay, this is how that works.
I'm a math thing.
Okay, here we go. New dark cloud. There's a new dark cloud. It's unemployment. I'm sorry.
There's a new...
Sorry.
There is a new dark cloud in town because there was an old dark cloud. That old dark cloud was a rainstorm, and here comes the new dark cloud coming in. It's like, hi, I'm from Chicago. Are you rain? And it's like, yeah, I'm rain. What are you? It's like, I'm snow. Shall we combine our efforts and make everyone die? Chicago. So they got together and they made slush, and that slush got all over the roads. But Chicago is having a little bit of a money crisis right now, so they don't want to use salt. So they're just going to let us slide all over the place, i.e. new dark cloud, also into conveyor belts, which is how we will transport ourselves from now on in Chicago.
Well, here's the fun part. You don't know that the new dark cloud is actually an advertising campaign. And like everyone's pissed about it, with all the shitty slushy snow.
Oh, yeah.
But then it clears to show the new dark cloud, which is the dark version of Cloud from Final Fantasy VII, now available for Smash Brothers. People are excited again.
Nice. Good work.
So that's New Dark Cloud.
Thank you so much, New Dark Cloud.
This cloud hangs out with Sephiroth. They get along. So
Weather Fox, I like that one. Weather Fox to New Dark Cloud. Wasn't planned? That is awesome.
That's hilarious, actually.
Oh, I don't know if they're rebooting the Dark Cloud.
I remember Dark Cloud. That was a cool, yeah.
And our third and final, so those of you who haven't seen this, our shout outs, we make up little stories. Normally we'd give it a bit more time than this, but we are literally running out of time. Thank you for the reminder, X and Div. I owe you one on that.
Yes.
Every time somebody new joins that level or higher, they will be put into the cup. We will continuously go through the cup, taking out names until it is empty, and then we will refill the cup. But if you join later, you will go into the cup. And again, don't forget the levels on our Patreon are not updated yet, other than the $40 level. That will all be updated on the stream next weekend. Our final shout out, Mama T.
Yay.
Mama T. Oh, Mama T, the wonderful, the lovely, the amazing Mama T. Because you know what? Lowercase letters got it hard. Think of it. The T, the hat's not up here. The hat's all the way down here. The T is a brassiere. The hat turned into a brassiere. Lowercase I, think of the majesty of an I. An I, a straight-backed, hat on top, base on the bottom so they never fall over. What's a lowercase I? A little stick figure. With a dot that they need to blow into the air so that dot hovers above them. Mama T is the mother to all lowercase letters, mainly T's. All lowercase letters fall under the umbrella of Mama T. Mama T, from the lowercase A's that have a little blip at the end, to the Q's within cursive are far too similar to the G's, but then become backwards and all fucked up. To that lowercase Z that I literally could not tell you how to write in cursive at this moment. I genuinely do not remember how to make a lowercase Z in cursive.
It's like,
I'm so glad that was so helpful.
I can do it backwards too.
To the lowercase m, which just turns into a bunch of camel humps because if you're stoned, you just keep going. Mama T, thank you so much for taking care of all those wonderful lowercase letters. And thank you so much for taking care of us here at the Dragon Show.
Yes, thank you.
Mama T, you are always a pleasure to see at conventions. I adore seeing you there. Thank you for everything.
Thank you so much.
We need a little bit of help here. We're going to pass this stream over to, who did they say was on?
Omnom,
Omnom.
I believe. And
All right.
let me get their screen name. Was that their screen name? It was Omnom underscore squirrel, I believe, if you can see it up
figure
there.
it out right now.
Let me, there it is. And real quick. Let me,
You gonna take care of this?
yes, just real quick, one more time. We will announce the new Patreon levels and awards when we get there at the big show, the big show. But for now, we still have, the only thing we've announced is that these character things you get at the $40 level, and these will be at the end of our videos and streams. And I'm just plugging them one more time because it's the end, and that's how that goes. So, but we'll be back on Monday.
We will be back. We will be back tomorrow night with Multiplayer Monday. We look forward to seeing some of you there, and we will be setting up the Discord. So keep your eyes open for that.
So yeah, let me.
So can we just copy that?
Yeah, I would say so. We're gonna try this copy, and I don't know if we can do it in there, but we'll see. You should try it.
There.
Oh, what if it works?
Oh, okay. No, valid point.
All
I
right.
see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I understand.
So this is a
All
test,
right,
everybody.
So we don't know what's about to happen. Thank you, everyone, for being here. If we lose you, my name's Alkali.
I'm Zenny.
Thank you so much for joining us. And
good
here
night.
is Omnom, if we make it work.
Yes, let's see if this works over here. I think it worked. Is it good? Yes? I think we did it.
Did we?
I don't know. Okay.
The channel has follower or subscriber only chat.
Our current one?
That's what that's saying.
This
It's counting
channel
down. It's
has
counting down.
follower. Oh, okay. Okay.
See y'all later.
See y'all later. Oh, it's counting down. Oh, we don't even see the
Yeah, I don't know.
right. Oh, we can press right now. You can press right now to see that. Okay. Bye.
Bye.
There it goes. Aha. I think it worked. Yes. What's up?
We need to be a follower to chat.
Oh, follow. Do that right there. Now.